Hey everybody. Hey Nikki baby, how you feeling, boo? I missed you. Hey Vonda Pooh. Hey Lavender. What's going on, honey? What y'all been doing? Huh? Have y'all been sitting around being bored, quarantined? Huh? Hey Dabna. Hey Summer Breeze. What y'all doing? Hey Sarkonis. Hey Kelly Love. What's going on, mama? Exactly. Hey Charlie's Words. What's going on, boo? How you? Hey Dina, hey Loba, hey Miss Tabitha, that Aries Roxy, what's going on, boo? Hey LaFern, Kilolo, what's going on, boo? Hey Q, how you feeling, babe? You still mad at me, girl? Huh? You still mad at me? You must have forgot that we in this thing together. Did you forget about that? Huh? So if I had to look at it, did you not know that you was gonna have to look at it too? Voluntarily or involuntarily? Hey, Brooklyn Star. Hey, T. What's going on, boo? Y'all don't forget to ring the doorbell now. Go ahead and thumbs the video up as you're coming on in, sitting down. We're gonna talk about some things. Hey, Miss V comes in peace. How you doing, boo? How was your Sunday? Oh, hell no. Hey, Cat Money, congratulations, honey. Congratulations on your you on your do it challenge, girl. Congratulations, boo. Um, how hell I tried your nerves, girl. We in this together, babe. Exactly, Nikki. Exactly. I got to hear through Tanara what's going on. You got the 4-year-old granddaughter there? Okay. Oh, you ain't seen over a month. But she gets so excited. I know she do. That's how they do, girl. Hey, Gentle Leo. Thank you, baby. Why is it that every time I come live, everybody want to talk? Now, as long as I've been in here, nobody said anything but soon. I can't. See, why would you go and look at that girl? Everybody was saying, don't do it. See, that's what you get, a hard head carry a soft ass. See, that told you not to look at it. I knew better. I knew I wasn't going to go look. Hey, Red X, what's going on, boo? Hey, Queen Lady T, what's up? Hey, Justica, what's going on, baby? You don't tell me what not to tell the pastor. Wait till July. You better tell him before I do. That's all I got to say. Go on, tell him now. Go on tell him, so I won't have to. Go on tell him. Hey, Miss B Town Hester, how you doing, baby? Okay. Girl, when everybody was saying don't do it, that's what, look, I know how to follow instructions, okay? Girl, the people were saying don't do it. The people were saying do not do it, T. Now, you know we here, but the people said don't do it. So Bama Girl knew not to go that way. Lord have mercy. Look at this duo right here. Thank you, Miss V. Thank you. Hey, Just, how you doing, babe? Hey, Mr. Triple L, what's going on, boo? Oh. Thank you. So you should have did that last night. That's what you get for being so curious. See that? Young Pharaoh. Uh-oh. Okay, Mr. Triple L, I will. Hey, Andrea. Good evening, Monsieur Debonair. This duo, I can't with this duo right here. I can't with this couple, y'all. I can't. Hey, Donna, what's going on, baby? Your eyeballs hurt? Girl. Okay, boo. You hear, Denisha? Okay. So, y'all, let's get right on into it. Now, listen. Before I talk about now, one of my subscribers sent me a clip that she wanted me. Thank you, Miss Tabitha, for the super chat, love bug. Thank you so much. From my granddaughter. Oh, give her a kiss on that forehead, girl. Hey, Walia boo. Nikki, child. We will, T. You know we will. Hey, Onyx, how you doing, boo? You know we're going to do it again. So listen. One of my subscribers sent me a clip. And she wanted me to come on and talk about it. I said, okay, what's up, Thug? I said, okay, I'm going to come on and I'm going to talk about it. You got the Uber driver and he got this, I don't know if she was Caucasian or Spanish or whatever she was, in the back seat. He driving, talking cold cash trash about Black women. So I said, okay, well, you know, he can have his opinion, but then I'm going to have mine too. So this fool gonna say he had the nerve to fix his lips to say that, hey, nursey nurse, what's going on, baby? He had fixed his lips to say that Black women love to get pregnant and then hustle the government. Okay, so we're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it all down, y'all. And then hustle the government. Now, truth be told, and I'm just gonna say it, the society that we live in, they probably, hey, number one caller, what's going on, baby? The society that we live in, they probably do see it that way. They probably see it that way. And unfortunately, as a result, many of the Black males, and this is not by no means a Black male bashing session, but A lot of men feel that way too because of the society that we do live in. I say this though. Now, it's true, looking at our black community or whatever, 72% of the black community there are single family households. You can't fight it. It is. But let's not just fault the black woman, because unless the black woman hadn't been fertilized by the black male seed, she would have never got pregnant. So we're gonna hold everybody accountable. If we're gonna hold anybody accountable, we're gonna hold everybody accountable. Then he had went on to say, talking about, yeah, so you do agree. Now I got his ass up in there. So you would agree that that's the hustle. How the hell she knows she's not a black woman? She don't, hey, K-Trade, she couldn't tell you the struggles of a black woman. She couldn't tell you nothing about being a black woman because she's not a black woman. But now, Tracy lights knocked out for the count. Y'all know what? These names, I just can't. What's going on, babe? I just can't. So now, okay, this is the thing with me. That just tells me that, now y'all know I got 3 black kings, right? And so it sounds like to me it need to be some re-education about sex education done starting in the household. So it's not like we don't tell our kids enough and they're just being rebellious and everybody out here just getting their freak on. That's not the thing. Hey, Rhonda, that's not the thing. But I do agree that there needs to be some more education starting at the house. We can't expect the school to do it because they don't care. They could care less about teen pregnancy, about younger. They don't care nothing about that, right? So it's up to us, y'all. It's up to us. So so I felt like this. Now, by principle, let me just say this. By principle now, a lot of black women don't even consider abortion. Right? So we going on and had the babies. Hey, Phoebe, we go ahead and have the babies for the most part. There are those that choose not to, which is their choice, right? What's up, Aunt? Which is their choice. Everybody has the right to choose. But at the end of the day, we do know some, at least one, that have had just way too damn many, child. She just had too damn many. But we ain't. But this is not about her. This is about the education of our black males. You understand what I'm saying? Because when it comes down to it, that egg can't fertilize itself. If our black kings want to see the black queens get off of government assistance and all this and that, okay, that could be done in 3 to 5 years. They never even have to make it to the abortion clinic. They never have to even worry about getting pregnant because you supply the seed. See, that's how God designed this thing. You got the seed to get her pregnant. So everybody gonna be held accountable. If you want to put the black woman head on the chopping block, then your ass coming right along with her. That's just how it's going down. She is not going to be left there to take care of the kids by herself while you go and talk shit about her in the street. No, because see, when it comes down to that, then everybody gonna get shit talked back. That's just how it is. That's how it is. I don't care who looking at it, and I don't care how many ways they try to look at it. That's not what's going on. What's up, Melissa? How you doing? So when I was asked to look at the clip, I said, "Now listen at this. Listen at this fool." The lady had the nerve enough to ask him, "Well, do you date outside your marriage? I mean, do you date outside your race?" That man said, "No, but I'm on the verge." Don't nobody want your little ass. He looked like he was about 5'4", fat as hell, and he know damn well didn't nobody want his ass in the damn way. Yes, the Uber driver was a black man, but the lady in the back was either Hispanic or Caucasian. I don't know what she was, but she was one of, and they having the conversation as if she could form an opinion on the struggle of what we go through as black women. I said, now how the hell you having this conversation with her? What can she do about it? Hey, Tweety. You like child, you know I try to do just so nasty piece of Bob coming down through here. So now I said to myself, I had to sit back and I had to think about it, and I just had to, first of all, I'm looking at him. I had just stopped the video. I'm looking at him and I'm shaking my head. I said, now, Negro, please. Let me tell you something. Y'all wanna see more black women get off Section 8 and government assistance? Quit dropping your seed on them. How about that? Huh? Did you ever think about that? Did you ever think about making a baby is a two-way street? There's no way in the world she can impregnate herself. Thank you, God is love. You know you always do. I appreciate you, baby. Did you ever stop to think about that? Or were you just, it was all fun while y'all was rolling around? Because see, having babies and getting pregnant and this and that, you could have stopped that in the bedroom, boo. You could have. I don't know why he was so mad. Oh, baby, listen, there could have been a million things in the world he could have been talking about. But yet and still, he wants to talk about that. So what the hell do you talk about when a sister getting in the car? Huh? I want to know what the hell you got to say to her. Or do you say the same things that you saying to a woman of a different race? I'm just trying to figure it out. Right, T? Oh, yeah, we can do many things alone. But getting pregnant has never been one of them. Right. That's the start. Stop leaving them with the child to go and make more. Exactly. Stop dropping that seed. It's number one, though. I bet he has at least 5 homeboys that have kids out there. He might have some. As far as I'm concerned, that might be why he's so pissed off. He probably one of the ones out there that got somebody pregnant, didn't take care of the kid, and now you all up in a tizzy. Child, please. Nobody is thinking about what, and for all, what the hell do he even know about the struggles of a black woman? You don't know shit about being a black woman. So the things that you know nothing about, you don't even need to be speaking on it. That's just how I feel about it. Us fellas need to take responsibility for our wife and kids. You're right. Us kids should automatically have that. Exactly. I would die for my wife and kids. Meant exactly. And see, you know what? The thing about that, after thug, I wish more men thought like you. And we probably wouldn't even be having this discussion. He probably wouldn't have never had to say that. Yeah, everybody wants to speak for us. That's not us. I don't get it. Everybody has an opinion about us. That's not us, including the black man. Sir, Did you forget that you was in the bed with me? Did you forget that we made this baby together? I think you forgot about that. I think you forgot once the farm was over and I told you I was pregnant. Right, Cat Money. Right. And that's what, and that was my whole take on it. What you're saying sounded like a whole lot of foolishness and foolery. And then you sitting up there talking to somebody else that can't even relate. And then, and not only that, oh, she had stuff to say. Oh, she had things to say too. But of course she would. Because she's not us. Hey, Candy Cane, what's going on? She's not us. So, babe, what you know about it? Right, Gentle Leo. He ain't get that stimulus money, so he bad. So he mad. He mad because child support took that. Them churn need that money more than your ass do. Because of you was up on your child support, they would have gave it to you. That's what I said to Southern Lady. The audacity. I'm looking at the phone. I said, Negro, you sound real stupid right now, and I wish I knew how to get in touch with him. I wish I could find him. I just wish. Yeah, she had things to say. Yeah, and then when they have the kids, they're leaving them at home, and now then the older kids have to sit around and watch the babies. They're not feeding them. Bitch, how you know? How do you know what's going on in the Black household? Huh? Somebody told you that? Or do you live in one? Are you speculating? Or what you talking about? Huh? They did after thug back in the day. Yeah, older men they used to pull them aside and remind them of their responsibility. Look, you know you got this baby. You know you got this baby, and you gonna take care of it. Period. You know you got this baby. You gonna take care of it. That's not hard. It wasn't hard when you was making it. It was fairly easy, huh? It was easy when you was making it. So what's the problem now? Hmm? Oh, me too. The Southern lady. I think I was more. I was more mad with him. But then I said, why is she even speaking on it? Because she had a lot to say, girl. Right, Gentilio, but no. According to Black society, no, it's us. Black society say it's us. Yeah, that's who it is. I was sitting in the car and let my wife pump the gas. Yes, that's that generation. Yeah. Let me tell you something. If I ever had to pump gas, I'm about to have a whole another baby. If I ever had to pump gas. Because they know before I pump gas, I ride it all the way down to it's saying 0. I will ride it all the way down. Because I shouldn't have to pump gas. Too many men in here. I should never have to pump gas. That's just me and my thinking. Everybody don't think like me. So I don't expect that from everybody. So I said, now, okay. Come on now, Negro. You're going to have to tell me something positive. You're going to have to show us in a better light than what you paint. Because this picture that you paint right now is not showing us in a good light, especially considering who you talking to. With all these opinions and shit. Ma'am, are you a Black woman? Hmm. Do you reside in a Black household, ma'am? That's what she should have said to Southern lady, but no. She was one of those chatty ones, and she wanted to talk and have an opinion too. So because he asking questions and he saying what he wanted to say, of course she felt like she was in a safe zone. She was in a safe space. So then she can go ahead on and go ahead and let have too. As if anything that she does or that we do affect what goes on in her daily life. Then she went on to say about how much hate she get from Black women and how They look at her and roll their eyes because she happened to be dating a black man, and this, that thing, in the third. And how many times she's been at the club and black women have thrown drinks on her and spit and have spat in her face. And girl, you was just shy of an ass whooping. So I'm trying to, girl, you mean tell me somebody did all that and you stood your ass there and just let them do it? Huh? So you just stood your ass there and let them do it. So this was your opportunity to vent. Child, she could have him. Cat money, that's nothing but a headache, baby. Let me tell you something. He told her that he felt like a woman of a different race would know that women from different races treat black men better. How you know, Negro? Huh? Oh, she was doing a whole lot. She was doing a lot and she was saying a lot. She was doing and saying way too much. And so I'm sitting there, I'm mad at him and her. So when she went on to say, right, gently, oh, black women never, we listen, you give us a reason. If you don't give us a reason, hey Janice, how you doing, baby? If you don't give us a reason to say something, we won't have anything to say. Did you ever think about that? If you didn't do the F-ish that you do, you wouldn't get the rap that you get. I'm just saying. This, I mean, this, am I the only one? What's going on, TC? How you doing, baby? What's going on? Oh, I could, well, listen, I have a cousin. And you know how you're a still woman with multiple kids and multiple baby daddies, and the first thing the dude want to say is she's a whore, right? So I years and years ago, before I even started having babies, my cousin had 4 kids, 3 baby daddies. I said, girl, Y'all know what? Let me, girl, Nikki, girl, this damn computer, you know how it'll shut all the way down on me. And then it had the nerve enough to, the computer didn't like what I was saying either, child. The computer did not like what I was saying, but we back. So, as I was saying, I felt like, as far as she goes, ma'am, who do you think, is intimidated by the fact that you can walk around with a black man? Nobody's intimidated by that, boo. Nobody's intimidated by um your color, anything that has anything to do with you, baby. It's probably better for her or any other woman that he dealt with. Yeah, we back, baby. That he is over there with you. Because you're gonna take and deal with a hell of a lot more than we will. That's just the facts of the matter. Because there's a lot of things we're not gonna deal with. Okay. Yes, TC, technical difficulties, baby. Technical difficulties. But we back, girl. We are back. So when she asked me, I'm glad she asked me to and it was just a little bitty clip, but it was just enough to piss me off. Because I felt like, like I said, it's not anyone's fault. This is not a black male bashing session, because I just feel like we need to better educate our young black kings about sex education. It's simple. You can stop it because you got the seed. You can stop it in 3 to 5 years. If you want to see your black queens and your black sisters and your black mothers and all of that, get on out there and spread the word. Reach one, teach one. It has a domino effect. Okay? It has a domino effect. I know that I have 3 sitting around telling them constantly, listen, a baby is not what you want, because keep in mind that's your baby. Hey, Kimberly, keep in mind it's not mine. Let's just keep that in mind. Not only that, baby, let me tell you something. You got all the time in the world after what you have accomplished in life and everything else to make a baby. What's the rush? It's simple things like that we can tell our daughters too. What's the rush? Don't be deceived. Don't be fooled by the picture that he or she paints. Because trust and believe me, it's a totally different thing when you on the inside looking out. Okay? Outside looking in, you may see a different thing. Get on in there and see what's really going on. Now, Tisa, I told my son I would tie. Ooh, not in a knot that we make a baby, girl. You might as well go ahead and cut it off, girl. If you tied in a knot, see, it's gonna fall off anyway. Huh? Put a rubber band around it, right at the base. Put a rubber band around it, right at the base. Keep twisting and twisting and twisting. Keep twisting and twisting and twisting. Girl, let me tell you something. He'll think twice. He'll think twice, baby. He would think twice. Now, that is a form of torture. Now, I don't condone torturing our young kings now. Because I believe that with enough education, yeah, they'll go ahead on and do the right thing. Because, I mean, truth be told, when they're doing the right things in school, male or female, you have a girl that's got a 3.0 or higher GPA, or a boy that has a 3.0 or higher GPA, the last thing they're thinking about is making a baby and having to not be able to further their education, not be able to have the life that they want to live, not being able to provide for themselves. That's the last thing they want to think about. What they want to think about is the next level and the next level, so that they can be able to afford whatever it is they want to have in life. That's what they're thinking about. That's why we got to get them while they're young. Get them while they are young, honey. That's my philosophy. Get them while they're young. Because if not, Andrea said, I told my son who was 21, I'm not interested in playing grandma. Okay. So you don't need no kids. And you told him exactly right. Now my oldest is 23. He's not interested in having and making no babies. He said at least until he's about 30. So okay. That sounds like a plan that sounds like a plan to me. A lot of these young black fellas are tripping right. Black women are the most beautiful women. You better tell it. The face of the earth, perfect combination of beauty, wisdom, heart, and a warrior spirit. After thug, you just said a whole lot right there. You just said a whole lot. Hey, Coco. Coco, thank you so much for the video, Lum. You know I love you so much, baby. You know I appreciate you. And I always appreciate how you feeling, first of all. Have you made it back to the track pool? Or no? My great aunt lived on our farm in North Carolina. She had goats, right? This one Billy goat. This one Billy goat. She had to tie his dust because he was humping everything. No, girl. Woo, that's awful. But I bet you he stopped humping on everything after that though. See, sometimes you got to get a little physical. Sometimes you need to get just a little physical. Just a little. Slowly. Well, girl, you hurt yourself bad. You hurt yourself pretty bad. That wasn't just a small thing, boo. Mm-mm. No. So now what y'all think about this Uber driver and him having a conversation with a woman that is not that couldn't begin to know the struggles of a black woman? Huh? No, I haven't, TC. White liver? I haven't heard of white liver, boo. You know Coco be singing, Kimberly. Coco be singing, girl. She is a woman of many talents. She really is. Now, what is white liver, TC? Oh, is it? Oh, mm, a white liver. So that's a woman with a high sex drive. Girl, I have never heard that before. Never ever. Right, Andrea? You told her right. You told her exactly right. Exactly. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Be able to take care of them. So for this little sawed off Uber driver to be riding around, Coco, that's what TC say, girl. That's what TC say. TC said that, oh, that have I ever, she asked, have I ever heard of white liver? Then she said it's a woman with a high sex drive, child. Coco said I had a white liver. Girl. Okay, God is love. And see, that's the whole thing. Not on my dime. You won't be bringing no babies. Not on my dime. You're in college. Do what you need to do. Like TC always says, handle the business. You're not missing anything. And once you, for real, Coco, a whole nymphomaniac girl. Well, you said it was. So how about now? Hmm? Girl, listen. You know I had love. Handle the business. It's listen. That's gonna be my motto. Handle the business. You know what, Coco? Coco, let me drop this link real quick. There's a white liver club. TC, you should have been here last night. You should have been here last night, child, because I've never heard of a white liver, let alone a white liver club. Right. What's the hurry? What's the urgency? What's the urgency, boo? I do understand that there are certain feelings that you have once you reach a certain age. But listen, you have to put that on the back burner and stay focused. That's why it's important to have goals. Make sure that once you make your you make it, they call it a lot of people, I've heard people call it vision boards, but actually write it down and make it plain. Write it down. And as you attain each and every one, you check it off the list, check it off as you grow older. Then by the time you reach 30, there is no bucket list. You've done everything that you want to do. Now it's time for you to want to start a family if you choose to. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just. And Coco, I said that because one of my girlfriends, she told me that because she was molested at a young age, and she says that that's where hers come from. And so I'm thinking, girl, I didn't believe it. You are the second person that I've heard say that. I said, no, that's just you being a hot box. That's just you. That's just you. But she told me that it came from being molested as a young girl. And I said, I thought she was just telling girl, girl, quit worrying that man. You about to worry that man to death. Then she get mad when the man don't want to be laid up all the time and be hunching all the time. She get a whole attitude. She gets a whole attitude. Hey, lover.
Hey, boo. How are you, sis?
Hey, girls. So listen, one of my friends told me the same thing because she was molested as a young girl, and she told me that that's where her um promiscuity comes from. I said, girl,
Yeah.
you just running because she was running me off, girl. No, she wanted to punch just that bad. She couldn't get enough from the man. She had toys. It was like she just could
Yep.
not get enough. And I
Yep.
said, girl, you just a nympho. That's just all that is. And I'm gonna need for you to slow down somewhere. Slow down. She said, no, really, my counselor, because she had to go into counseling behind
Yep.
it. And she
Yep.
said that that's what her counselor told her. And that was
Yep.
the result of it. And so you're saying that that is a real thing.
Yes.
Girl,
And
I'm gonna
see,
have to
I do
call her and
believe
apologize.
it's an echo, and I don't know if it's me or you, but anyway, that's also what led me into being a dominatrix because I couldn't get enough of that. And so after a while, you go through a point where it's a power thing. You understand? It's like you take back your power, and so you become the aggressor. You become the one that afflicts different things, on the male person or whatever the case may be. It's like you really cannot get enough of it. Different things can trigger it. Some people go through. a situation where, in like I said, in the boardroom they're one thing, but once they get behind the closed door it's totally different. And that
Right.
was me. Like when you saw me, you didn't think anything like it. Matter of fact, you thought I was square. I might have been a popular girl, but it wasn't for that. But if you so happen to be my subby or whatever the case may be behind closed doors, then you saw a whole nother issue,
Oh
and
wow.
yeah, and it all stemmed from being molested because when you're younger and things like that happen to you, you don't have any control. Like that's somebody
Right.
literally taking your power, and
Right.
it wakes up emotions and feelings in you that you wouldn't normally have woken at a certain age, and so that becomes a hunger for you because your body begins to react now because it's
Oh
woke.
wow.
Yeah, so not a lot of people go through it, but it just depends on the level of abuse that you suffered. And see,
Uh-huh.
mine, like I told you all once before, mine started at an early age. And this particular cousin, he was able to do whatever he wanted to do to me whenever he wanted to do to me, and whenever he wanted to do it to me, put it like that. And it became a point to where I actually fell in love with him. And so I became a willing participant then, and so
Yeah.
all that other stuff adds on to that. So you try to feed that. It's like you're used to that. Now you're trying to feed it.
Well, when she was telling me about it, and she was trying to explain it, and now she has her master. She's a counselor as well, but now she has her masters. I'm gonna have to call and apologize. Lord have mercy, y'all know how bad it do something
Yes.
to me to have to apologize now. But I couldn't believe it. I did not want to believe her because I'm like, girl.
And some women that go through that also, they,
And,
like I
and,
said,
and
they
not
have.
only that, we're the same age, and this was about 7 years ago when she told me. No, about 6 years ago when she told me that, and I'm like, girl.
Yeah. Now some women just use it for an excuse. But if you found a woman who was severely sexually abused, like mine was molestation by several family members, including women. I
Mhm,
was also raped several times by different people. So all of that's sexual. You understand? And so
mhm.
what happens is you start using it as your power because that hunger kicks in. I mean, even some places, some people, it gets so extreme, like even if they're in the park, they'll screw in the park. They'll, have to run in the bathroom and get a quickie.
That's
I
how
mean,
she
it's
now she that's how she and she's still like that now, Coco.
oh, okay. So she
She
has it
is
deep.
still like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're the same age, so we're 42. Now
Hmm.
she is still like that.
Wow.
And she
See,
makes no apologies for it.
okay. So I think she still needs a little bit more counseling because it
She
does
still
get to
she
a
still
point.
she still goes to counseling, but she
Hmm.
still, has to have it. She said it's not me. She said it's chemical. I said, well, no. I mean, I understand. I mean, you saying that it's chemical, but in my mind, I couldn't. I
Well,
know,
it's
Big
and,
J,
and
apologizing is growth, but I'm a baby when it comes down to apologizing. Okay, I'm a baby, little baby steps, baby steps
But you
now.
know what? If she might be dealing with a light form of split personality, that's what I was gonna say as well, because that happens as well. Sometimes a person go outside of who they are to deal with it, and as they begin to grow, they
Uh
begin
huh.
to migrate back into one person. So sometimes, like me, a whole lot of stuff that was really really bad, I didn't deal with it until I got the chance to sit and talk to somebody, and then I was able to say more and more, and I realized the more I talk about it, the more I heal. But if you don't really get a chance to open up and talk and learn that it wasn't your fault, and that this happened, and start merging those two lives together because it was two separate lives. It was two separate ones.
Right.
So yeah. But had to have
Okay.
it all
It
the
says,
time. Go
well,
ahead.
girl, listen. She had every toy. She
Yep.
ran off every man. Those men
Hey.
could not deal with her. They could not handle it because it was unbelievable. Now, a lot of times it's like, the roles are different.
Mm-hmm.
And the man is the one that wants it all the time. Not for her. She have ran off many a men. I know the last guy, that she ran off, he called me as if I could do anything about it. What the hell I'm gonna do? What can I do? I couldn't do
And
anything about it.
honey, I
But
took a step further than that. I actually used to take field trips. I used to take women on field trips to the X-rated shop. For real.
what?
I mean, yes, I would take them to the X-rated shop. I would point out different dildos, different creams, different oils. I would explain. I mean, I had it down pat because that I felt like if this was gonna be my life, which thank God it's not, but I felt like if this was gonna be my life, I was gonna be the best at it, and that's my attitude about life. Whatever I do, I'm the
Right,
best at it.
right,
So
right,
that's how
right.
deep it's that. Yeah. So yeah, with the penises, the dildos, and yeah, absolutely. I
Yes.
understand. I understand where she's at. I really do. I just wish she would allow, because it sounds like to me she's going to counseling, but she's not allowing it to help her.
Well, I mean, it's like that, and then the fact that the men keep leaving. So she's also dealing with she has an issue with rejection.
Yeah.
So and 'cause she hates to be rejected. She had that man look, he called me. He said, "Listen, you got to talk to him because if not, I'm gonna end up hurting him." I said, "How you gonna end up hurting him?" My thing is, why y'all sitting up number one and the roles are reversed, arguing about sex? That's all she want to do. That's all she want to do. That's all she want to do. She want to argue, and then if I don't give it to her, then it might turn to something. I said, you know what? The best thing for y'all to do is sit down and really think about. Listen,
Yep.
her sex drive far outweighs yours, and you cannot fulfill the needs that she have, especially even after. Let me tell you, she told me that even after they would have sex
She
for
would still
hours,
be.
she would
Mm-hmm.
still be wanting it.
Mm-hmm. Because let me tell you something.
I said, girl, you weren't ready to go to sleep.
Rejection is a big animal. Rejection has so many legs to it, it's ridiculous. You'd be surprised what actually is attached to the spirit of rejection. That goes deep. And that is the main key. She's going to have to make peace with that rejection because the little girl in her is still wounded. Okay. You have
Yeah.
to go, whatever, whenever we have something
But I
traumatic.
mean, she's constantly getting rejected though because she keep running the men off.
Right. Because she hasn't dealt with the first set of rejection, which could came from her parents. Or it could
Well,
came from
okay,
whatever.
okay, and that was the issue. And we have talked about this. We have had like girl talks. We would go out to
Hmm.
lunch, and it would be a group of us, and she would be talking about it. And I'm thinking that we are helping her deal with the issue. But when she get at home behind closed doors, that whole conversation we just had, oh, it went out the door.
Hmm. Because she hears you for the moment, like when she's there, but I'm telling you, it's something else going on that's still having that craving happen in her. She's gonna have to really dig deep, because if not, she's gonna destroy her own life. Because you can't. I
Well,
mean, go ahead.
when she was actually molested by her mother's boyfriend. And
Hmm.
it was over a period of time. Her mom didn't believe her.
Yep.
They have since mended their relationship, which is a good thing. And I can appreciate her for that and them for that. But she's still dealing with it. She's still having girl, it's a lot. And at this point, I can't even say anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
she ran her husband off because of it. I said,
Mm.
but she still stayed married to him because she had to wait. He was military, so she wanted to wait and get the benefits. So I wasn't mad at her about that. But but I mean, at the end of the day, when she came and she was really serious about it, and now to hear you say that it's a very real thing, I'm like, oh wow,
Yeah, and I think one of the main things that helped me also as becoming a woman in that aspect was because I actually had a husband who listened to me, and I could be open about everything that I had went through. And
that's
that didn't come
important,
easy. That didn't come easy at all, because sometimes a touch can trigger things, you know what I'm saying?
right?
And
Hmm.
so, I had to baby step tell him this happened. And then every now and then I would say, and this happened, until it got to a point where I was just like, "Boo, boo, boo, boo." And even to this day, it's still stuff I have not revealed. And it's because I want to make sure I can deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because some things it's just unbelievable. It's like people be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, come on," but it be real stuff. You don't know how
Right.
family secrets go. Some of this stuff go back. You
Some
know.
of it does go
So,
back, and a lot of people tend to take a lot of it to their graves with them.
thank you.
It just
Absolutely.
depends, and then it depends on if you're able to compartmentalize and still have a full function, of your daily life and your mental capacity.
Mhm. Yeah. It's
Sometimes it could take over. I mean, if you allow it to, it will take over your whole life. And I'm thinking that's what I'm seeing, even though she's accomplished. I mean, it's just like she's still at the same place.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I hate to see her go through it, and I hate to hear her cry about it. And because she does, even until this day, she does. She still cries about it. It still irks her. It still upsets her. And even though she and her mom have mended fences and whatever, it just still bothers her.
Has her. This is what I want to
And
know,
I
and I.
know that there's no time frame on it. It's like
Mhm.
grief. There's no time frame on it. Nobody can tell you how long you should grieve, or nobody can tell you how long you should mourn anybody. That's just like I feel like I can't tell her, baby.
Like, get over it. Yeah, you can't say it. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I can't
You
say
can't.
it.
Mm-mm. I wonder, did her mom tell her after all these years that she was sorry that she didn't believe her? Or did they just decide to go from this place on? Because sometimes, like I said, that little girl in you needs that validation that, hey, I dropped the ball. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. Because some stuff happened, when my mom found out, because me and my mother didn't have a relationship either. I'm just going to keep it 100. We didn't have a
Hmm.
relationship either. She could be in one line at the grocery store and I can be in the next lane and we wouldn't speak nor look at each other. You wouldn't even know we was mother and daughter. That's how bad it was, okay? But
Oh
she
wow.
even, yeah, oh honey, oh yeah, she even, people would ask about me. She was like, "That ain't my daughter. I don't know who you're talking about." And
What?
they, yeah, and they would know that I was her daughter, but it just,
Oh no.
yes, yeah, girl, I keep telling y'all, people just, if y'all know my story, I'm so serious,
You know
but
what?
it is,
That's why I'm
TC.
already wanted to wrap my arms around you. Now I want to just hold you and just hug you
Oh, thank
and just
you.
rock back and forth, girl. Because every time I learn something new about you, girl, it brings me like, girl,
Yes,
you
honey.
have
And
come through the fire for real. I
whoo,
mean, you
honey,
have walked through the fire, girl, with no shoes on. And then you walk through the fire, no clothes, but then you walking through the fire.
girl, but God here, and that's the
Let me
truth.
tell you, my God. Hey, TC.
Hey, hey, good evening. How's everyone? Bama girl, Coco to the
What's going
chat.
on, TC?
Hey,
We
I do
doing
have a
good, boo.
question. I have a question for you, Coco. Have you ever, and Bama girl for your friend, have you all ever thought about hypnosis?
She's been
I did.
hypnotized before.
Hmm. Okay, and I didn't because my therapy actually worked, and I still, even to this day, even though I am a counselor, I still have a counselor. If that makes sense.
Of
It
course.
does make sense. It does make
Okay.
sense. There are a lot of psychologists and psychiatrists that have psychologists and psychiatrists. You know what I'm saying? Just because they need
Mm-hmm.
that counselor. So I get it. I get that. I get that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the counselor needs to be counseled.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, and you know what? Honestly speaking, I really think I think everyone should have a counselor, and I've said it, and I'll say it time and time again. Everybody outside of the church, I'm not your minister, not your pastor, not your priest, not your rabbi, none of them. They can't do it. Somebody so
Right.
completely, um, kind of just unbiased to you,
Right.
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 very much unbiased, and I think that everyone should have someone that they can kind of I guess you could say rant to, put
Right.
their weight on, if you will, because
That's
they'll
not
know
gonna judge you.
and be not it'll be a non-judging environment.
Right.
I believe in I wholeheartedly believe in hypnosis, and I also
Hmm.
believe in something else called past life regression.
Uh-huh.
And
I've
a
heard
lot
about that.
that's
I've heard about
that's
past
going
life.
because that's going a little deeper, but it for depending on the type
The
of
severity.
trauma.
Yeah.
Yes. You know,
Yeah.
because you think about what happened, or what did a little girl do or a baby do to warrant that kind of horrific behavior onto them.
Right.
I
Well,
mean,
Coco told us that she got blamed for it. It
Yep.
was her fault.
exactly. You know, and I mean, it's just like, what in the world did they do? They're 5 and
Thank you,
6.
Sean.
These are babies, and don't get me wrong. I'm not discounting at any age. I'm just saying that there are ages where they couldn't even talk. They were just playing with
Right.
paper sticks and dolls and playing ball and jacks and all that other stuff. And here goes some other mess, and you just wonder why. But anyway, I was just thinking about that as a
Yeah,
means of therapy.
and if I
Right.
and as I said before, the grandmother I'm talking about, she's an Indian, and in that particular
Mhm.
tribe and bloodline, they don't see anything wrong with family members, having sex with family members to keep the bloodline as pure as they can. So a lot of that happened, the reason why she blamed me, I don't think she blamed me for getting molested. I think she blamed me for speaking on it because that had been
Oh,
going on for a while. And see, I had become verbal because I opened my mouth and said something. Had I not said anything, then it probably would have turned out a whole lot different as far as they were concerned. But because I told her, she kind of felt probably that I told some other people, and I hadn't. I told
right.
her because she was both of our grandmothers. And I
Wow.
felt like, well, he's living here. I can tell
Well,
her,
do they like was they did they like protect the men? You know how
yes,
because you know how sometimes a lot of tribes will protect the men.
yes,
Mhm.
absolutely. And
Wow.
what was so sad was they kept it away from my dad. And because of the relationship him and my mom had, my mom kept me away from my dad. Do you see what I'm saying? So he
Yeah.
didn't find out. He found out by accident. That's how he found out. And so once he found out and he had a conversation with me, he looked at me, he said, "You're in love with him." And I just cried because it had went on for so long. It's like that's how, my body craved him. It just became crazy. It really
Yeah.
did. So
Well,
yeah.
I can understand that. I can understand that. And not only that, by it happening and it being like it became like a thing of okay, well then this is normal.
Normal.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it was my normal way of life. And then when you go, and like I said, that happened with on my dad's side, but when I went on my mom's side, it got even deeper because it was male and women cousins who did that. You know,
Jesus.
I became a smorgasbord, baby. They couldn't get enough. And I laugh about it now, but back then it wasn't funny. But I can laugh about it now because I'm through that. I realized that it wasn't me.
Yes.
I suffered physically from it, but as far as
Mhm.
mental wise, I thank God because I could have lost my mind and I did not lose my
Yes,
mind. That's
you
why,
could have. You could
so
have.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. But I
I
understand
better
your
call.
friend.
I better call and check on her, make sure she's not over there losing her mind. Because sometimes, and she has done some things that her baby like, girl, you going where at this time of morning? Oh, he wants me to come pick him up. Girl, you are
To
not
feed it,
driving
to
all.
feed
I
it.
mean,
Yes, to feed that. Even stripping. Stripping was something I did also to feed that because it put me in contact with men and men with money, that don't mind feeding that thing in me. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So,
right.
you gonna feed it one way or the other. It's just
Right.
I can't it's like a dope addict that they know they shouldn't take dope and they know they need their money and they know this
Hmm.
hit could be the last hit before they die, but they still
Yeah,
crazy. And that's how it is for sex. And a lot of people don't understand it. But when you are a sexual addict, baby, that thing kicks up in you when you sleep. You'll be feeling
oh
something like
my
in your
God.
body. You feel like something is like, and I mean it just it's deep. It's deep.
It sounds like it's deep. And you know what, Coco? I hate that you had to go through all of that growing up, even as a child, even on up, and then still having to deal with it. And now that you have dealt with it, I applaud you for having the strength to even still be able to talk about it. You know,
Oh,
like,
thank you, boo.
but every time you speak on it, it's
Mm.
like you, I mean, because you have grown into this phenomenal woman that
Oh,
you could have never, I would have never thought
yeah.
that you would be now. Because had I known you then, girl, if I could go back to seeing you back then, like now, I wish if I had a time machine and I could go back to seeing Coco 929 back then, and then the Coco 929 now, it
Mhm.
wouldn't be the same woman.
Yeah, because people, I used to fight all the time. I used to fight all the.
Girl,
You couldn't say two words to me. I fought. I wouldn't argue. I fought. And people used to say, "Oh, she fight out. She's so sweet, but she fight all the time at the drop of her head." They didn't know that was my way of dealing with what I was going through, you know. And then
mm,
when I started popping up with kids, let me tell you, it took a long time for me to love the church again. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I got pregnant, before I got pregnant, everybody and their mama didn't mind their kids or young people being around me. Once I popped up pregnant at the age of 15, I was the talk of the church. Okay. They
yeah,
talked about me
yeah,
and dogged me so much that I left. But
yeah,
before I left, my uncle, who's the pastor, said, "Y'all want me to bring her before the church? Well, where's the boy?" He said,
right,
I'm not gonna do
exactly,
that for her. Said she didn't get
exactly,
pregnant by herself, you know. But it
right.
was so much of that. I was like, screw y'all, screw the church, screw everything. And I walked away and I made up in my mind right then. I said, whenever I, have my baby or whatever, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna stay focused. And I had my trials through that. Like I said, I was addicted. I was addicted to sex, But
Right.
nobody ever stopped to ask me, why are you having these kids back to back like that? Nobody ever wanted to know that. They just talked about me having kids back to back. Nobody ever said,
Mm,
is it your family members? Are you being, I mean, nobody ever asked those questions. So I
right.
just look at it like it's everything happens for a reason. So now when I see people and I get a chance to, talk to them, I minister to them in their hurting spot, I don't judge them. I like to hear what
Yeah.
they're going through, and then I let them know about me. And I tell them, if I can become this from that, so can you.
Yes.
There you
Yes.
go.
Definitely. Definitely. And you know what? You're amazing, Coco.
Oh, bless your heart. Thank you.
You are
You are too.
definitely
Look at
amazing.
y'all.
You have, girl, you have come through. And not only that, and I'm gonna call it a night when I end the live because I feel bad now.
No, don't feel bad. You didn't know. A lot of people don't know. They just look at it as, like I said, now, I ain't going to say this is for every woman because some women
No, because
just,
I didn't believe her and it was a real
mhm,
thing. And I don't like this feeling because she is,
She's going through it.
she's cool. You know what
mhm.
I'm saying? And I didn't want her to, but I feel like I may have felt like I didn't have her, like she didn't have my total support.
Yeah.
Well, when you don't know, you can't be accounted for stuff you don't know. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, you
Yeah,
don't know. But now that you know, you can equip yourself to be there for her now. And she won't be by herself. Because I'm going to tell you, this is very important. And I'm going to say this to everybody, including the chat. If you find somebody that's going through something like this, please don't gossip about them. If they trust you enough
no,
to open up
Yeah.
and tell you this is happening to me, this happened to me, don't make that something that you gossip about because it'll shut them down. And a lot of these women die. A lot of these women find men that'll kill them because they still
yes,
trying to get that fix. You know what I'm saying? I almost died. So I understand that. So when you get somebody and they talk, just let her talk to you. And every now and then, just put, well, let me just say this to you, but I'm still here for you. I might not understand, but I'm trying. She'll appreciate
Mm.
that more than
Mhm.
no. You understand what I'm saying? So
girl, I might have to go over there when I end the live. Time I calling the girl, I might have to go over there and knock on the door and
yes,
just hug her. I
yeah,
might have
yeah.
to because girl, you can imagine how I feel. I don't know if they're wrong over there, so I better stay over here. No, I better stay over here. I'm gonna call her. That's safer. But
Don't you know also? I think the reason why I know God put me and my husband together. I know people say that no, but this is the truth. I ain't gonna get into that story because it's long. But I will say this: don't you know he was the first man that liked me and didn't want my sex?
Wow.
The only I can honestly say he was the only man that wanted to date me and liked me and courted me and didn't come for my booty first.
Wow. Yes.
That was
He
and
was
that got my
he was
attention.
made for you. He was made
Thank
for
you.
you, baby.
Thank you.
Now he was handpicked for you. Even
Yes,
though all of the things
Yes.
that you had gone through, he was handpicked for you. I dreamed about mine before I ever met
I
him.
did too. That's what I'm saying. Oh my goodness, I ain't gonna. I'm sorry, I don't mean to scream. I did too.
But I
Seriously.
dreamed about him before I ever met him.
Mm. So that's what I'm saying, honey. So
It's interesting, Coco, because I'm like Bama girl now. I'm thinking about a couple of friends of mine as well. I know we always crack on the white liver thing. Because I
Girl,
and
I
I
had
didn't.
never heard that.
I just put it in the chat because I was thinking about the sex education and the kids and the all the stuff that you were talking about with the driver and that clip. And then I was
Yeah.
thinking like and I was like, white liver, have you ever heard of it? Because it was always in the South in particular, it was always referred to as a woman with a high sex drive and other things. Now now that I think about it, because now we made fun of those people and things of that nature, and some went off on others. A lot of things happened to a lot of people because
mhm.
of the lack of support and things of that
Right.
nature, and so I'm gl- I am I meant it as a joke, but the devil
What
means some things for bad, but God meant it for good. And I'm just so
come on.
happy that you were able to take it and make it into an information and educational thing.
Yes.
And I'm glad that because I didn't mean it in any other way, but just something that, we say in the
Yeah.
South. But
Mhm.
I'm glad you took it and made it and put some legs to it, put a personality to it, because there is a
Yes.
person, there are many people, and there are lots of issues, and they're in our community, they're looking at us
Right.
every day. We have them in our families, we have them next door neighbors, and now I'm looking at everybody differently, and I'm saying OMG.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yep. It
What
makes you
about
think.
wow. So
That's what
thank
I'm
you.
saying, and
Thank you.
I can, Lord, I appreciate you even more now, girl. I thought I appreciate you before, girl. Now I know I appreciate you
Y'all
even
know I
more
love y'all. Whew.
because
Y'all my girl.
I mean, you never know, who y'all. Please thumbs up the video. You never know who needs to hear what at what particular time. You never know, and
Yes.
you have some stories to tell, sis. You do.
Yeah. And it's so
Hey,
funny because
sweetie.
I've already wrote 2 books that, I put some stuff in from my life and I'm working on the third one and I haven't been able to finish my third one yet because it's a finale to all of that. And the only reason why
Girl,
I have
you
not
could write
started
an entire girl. You could do a whole movie on your life,
I know.
Yes.
an entire
I
movie.
know.
You could
I
do a
know.
whole movie on your life and your story. And girl, I'm telling you, it will.
Yeah, it's true.
So
I'm
I
telling you,
don't know.
honey.
I mean, girl, I know I love you. I know that
Love you too,
there's
bro.
no way, girl. You are receiving all kind of virtual hugs, girl. You have no idea
Thank
because
you.
I
Yes.
had no idea. And now that I know that it is a real thing, and
Mhm.
now because you had put in the chat after TC, hey AG,
Hey,
AG,
how are you guys?
hey babe, but
Can
you
you hear
had
me?
put in the chat, just 1 second, honey. But you had put in the chat
Okay.
after TC asked me if I ever heard of the white liver. And I'm like, girl, no, I ain't
Mhm.
heard no white liver. And then you said,
She
I
said she
do,
did.
Red X. You know I do. You know I need it. Now you know I need you. But yes, but and then you were like, well, I got and you said it as a joke. But girl, it's a real thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Yes.
AG, did you have something to add, babe?
Yes, first I want to say hi to all everybody on the panel.
Hey, honey.
And I
Hello,
mainly
hello.
into the chat. I came up here because I got a lump in my throat right now. I want to thank Coco 929 for this, and I want to thank you, Bama, for this conversation. It really struck home with me because my family is Cherokee, and I was molested from age
See?
4 to 11,
Yes.
and
That's my grandmother.
oh
Yeah.
God, yes, but my other side is from the South, and that nothing like that ever occurred with, not, you know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
this is a touchy situation for me because I did hear about the white, and it ruined my life. It was like I was an honor roll student. My grades started dropping. Um, I realized it made me promiscuous. I just thank God that he kept me and didn't allow me to, become addicted because
Right.
my innocence was taken. And my sister and my brother were molested by the same side.
Oh, wow.
My brother was 6 years old. Yeah, he was 6 years old. And
Mm.
I guess it messed with his manhood because he eventually started smoking crack. And he's a
Yeah.
good, great fella. Like he was practically our dad. I mean, he got over it. He's doing really good now, but it messed up
Good.
his life, his marriage, everything because he didn't feel whole. And it's like I appreciate Coco for like her realness because a lot of us
Oh,
need to
thank you,
talk about
boo.
this. We are broken. We are
Yes.
so broken from it. You know what I'm saying? And a
Mm.
lot of us don't know how to deal with it and need counseling. I had never had counseling. My mom didn't find out until I was grown with kids. And the only way she found out was because my brother found out that my sister was molested. My sister's gay now in life. Like she don't trust. You know what I
Right.
mean? It just messed her up. I'm fortunately for me, God built me to be a much stronger. Like I lost my son August the 22nd.
Oh
He was
my goodness.
25 years old.
I'm
And
sorry about
yeah,
that.
he was going to the store, drive by. So I'm emotionally like fucked up. That's
It's
why I don't
okay.
chat in the chat. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm about that life. I will pull up. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
right now is
honey,
not a
we
good
heard that.
time
We
to.
Right.
heard it yesterday, girl. We heard it.
Yeah,
We heard it
I
now.
would. But
AG is that one that will pull up on you now.
no, what? What? I want to go to San Antonio so bad. Anyway, back to the
I know,
topic.
girl.
Um, girl, girl.
She
Anyway,
wants
but
to
I'm
see a
so
dog.
grateful for this. Girl, I want to walk a dog. Okay. Anyway, uh, I'm grateful for this conversation. Y'all have really touched my heart and blessed me so much
Yes.
because I did say when I haven't been posting, I have a page, but I haven't been posting since my son death, like going live. But when I do come back, this is one of the topics I do want to hit on. I want people who's been through it to come on the panel so we can help others to know
Yes.
that they're not alone. But that's all here
Yes.
to say. Y'all, this is so beautiful, and I thank
Yes.
y'all for this. I truly, truly do. But
Thank
that's
you
You
too,
it.
are
boo.
more than
Y'all have
welcome,
a
honey.
blessed one.
You
You
too,
too.
pumpkin.
I'm
You
gonna
too,
go back in the
AG.
chat.
Thank you for sharing,
Okay,
sis.
babe.
Yes,
Right.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
In TC, in TC, I thank you for your knowledge with the universities because I've adopted baby. I had her since she was 6 weeks. She was born addicted. She's now
Oh,
14, honor roll student. Got accepted to early
Oh,
college. Classes
yes.
were
yes.
yes,
Yes.
yeah. So I like to hear knowledge. That can help she and I. My other kids are grown, all gone.
Okay.
But I thank y'all, man. And Coco, keep speaking, honey, because it's
Thank you,
people like
boo.
me that need to hear. All
Okay,
right.
thank you
I
so
love you
much.
Right.
Right.
guys.
Right.
Okay,
Give
baby.
your little baby a hug and everything for us from her aunties, her virtual
That's
aunties.
right.
I
Yes.
would
That's
definitely,
right.
I
Her
Okay.
would
virtual
definitely. And,
aunties.
and
Okay.
trust me, she know y'all are virtual aunties because she listens to me. She sits here and listen. So she be
She
like,
might
wow, who
be
is that?
our
Such and
next.
such. She be
She might be the next president, child. We never know.
Thank you.
exactly,
Thank
She
you.
will be
exactly.
something
But
great,
thank
though.
y'all
She
so
will
much.
be something great.
Yes.
That's right.
Especially because of what she had to go through. Like she was born addicted to 3 different drugs, but you would never know
Mm.
because but God.
Yeah, but
God is.
God.
That's right.
But thank y'all.
That's right.
All
Yeah, enjoy
right.
the rest of your night. I'm gonna get back to the chat. Love you
Okay.
guys.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Love you too. You too.
Love you. Oh my
Wow,
son.
that is awesome.
Woo.
That is. And
Amazing.
Coco, you know what? Anthony wants to get a copy of a couple of your books, baby, and I'm pretty sure. So, is it on your community? No. Is it on your channel?
No, I put my email in the chat because if he emailed me, I'm gonna tell him my name so he can get it.
Okay.
Because they dox too much over here. I got too much
You're
to
right.
lose.
You're right. Okay. So you put your
And
email
thank
in the chat.
you.
Anybody that would like to get a copy of Coco's book, please don't forget to hit her in her email. Hugh or Nikki, can you please run Coco's channel? You all please go over there and subscribe to her YouTube channel. You will not, she does not disappoint at
Thank
all.
you.
Okay.
Now, I will
So I
say
have.
this.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead, babe.
no, I had a very and this would be a good question. It was something in reference to the relationships, but if you're not finished, I wanted to just I had a pressing
Oh, go ahead,
question
baby. Go ahead.
in reference to relationships, especially interracial relationships. I've
Okay.
noticed that and I am not against interracial relationships because love is love, real,
Right.
period. I've noticed, and there are studies that say that when Black men marry outside of the race, they marry down. When Black women marry outside of the race, they marry up.
Well, I
I
can
tend
see
to
that.
agree with that. Hmm.
I
I
wanted
can
to
see
just
that
get
happening. I can
your
see
perspective.
that. I could definitely see that.
I can too. I think.
I mean,
Let me
that's,
just, from
go
my
ahead,
opinion.
Coco.
Okay, from my opinion, when a Black man marries a white woman, it's a badge of honor for them due to slavery. Back in slavery day, that was quote unquote, you couldn't touch her, you couldn't look at her. If you looked at her, you got hung, or you got beat, stuff like that. So when African American, African period, get a white woman, it's like I've arrived, that's my reward. Whether she's 900 pounds with missing teeth, it doesn't matter. It's the skin
Okay,
thing. It's
right.
like I've came, I've arrived.
I've
When a
arrived.
Black woman marries a white man, it seems like it's flipped because it seems like the white man family says, okay, you see look at my trophy, like she's the trophy type. I have never seen an African American woman with a white man and the woman wasn't bad. I mean, I'm talking bad. And
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
haven't either.
he's proud to carry her on his arm, and everything like that. So she marries
His
up.
shoulders and everything. Yes.
Right. It's like if I'm gonna marry outside of my race, he's gonna have to be able to do like 4 steps above my own would do me. And a lot of time that comes from a lot of women being what they feel put down. Sometimes I ain't gonna say sometimes we are the most low-rated women that there is
We
in
are.
the world.
We are.
People don't value African American women, African women, as nothing. Like I'm not gonna say everybody, but I'm saying I'm just talking in general. When you
Right.
look at the videos now, you hear boys say, "Oh, she's fine because she's Mexican. She's got the long hair and she's got the brown skin. That's our brown sisters." Oh, look at her. This, that, and the other. But when it comes to the Black woman, she's a B. I know when she sit down somewhere with that dark skin. Once she, it's like we're
Right.
crucified for the very thing that saved our men, and we're crucified for the very same thing that other people are trying to emulate. So
Right.
when we get to a white man, we marry up. We date up. We don't date on our level beneath us. We already here. So we going to date up. So that's just my opinion.
Definitely. Definitely. I definitely agree with all of that. All that whole part, I believe all of that. Now, TC.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you have a different opinion?
Absolutely
I'm
not.
open to hear you
I
say
told
it.
no, I totally agree. And I have a friend of mine who's getting her PhD, and that's her field, interracial relationships. And she's doing this study, and we were laughing at some of the, I guess we will observe looking over some of her assessments and her questionnaires. and just looking at the reasons why folks date outside the race. So it's not just dating someone Caucasian. So it's, of course, Black men dating Asian, Black men dating Latina, Black men dating other even Africans from Africa, because there are always stereotypes that go along with the other folks from other cultures and things of that nature. And then she did the Black women with Arab men, Asian men, Latino men, and it was just totally like night and day. And I think we had like she had like 100 people, 100 Black men outside of the race, 100 Black women outside of the race. 25,
wow.
25,
She writing her
25.
dissertation?
Yeah, she's getting her PhD.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Ooh, I
yeah,
remember
so she,
those days, Lord.
yeah, so she had, her sample has to be very wide. And so it was like, it was here, Delaware and New Jersey. But it was very interesting to see some of the comments about what attracted each one. And I'm going to be honest with you, I want to say across the board for Black men and other women outside of the race, it was what Coco was just talking about, and it was also the physical, like the size, the penis size. Now let me just say this: some of them have found out that that's not necessarily a stereotype. It's not always true.
Tell it.
Now on the other side, now this is the other thing we were giggling about. We found out that I guess Persian men, Middle Eastern men are endowed by the Creator. Yes, they are. And they are endowed by the Creator, and they were comparable to the Black women that she sampled.
Okay.
Yeah. Not just the pockets, not just the finances, not just the access and equity, but some other stuff.
And you know what I noticed too, TC, if I can piggyback off of you, this is what I've learned. That do y'all remember? Let's just go back to, let's say, the 80s. I know I'm letting y'all know how old I am, but I'm proud of my age. Anyway, let's go back to the 80s. Do you remember for a while, only people who was doing oral sex and open about it was white men? A white man would tell you in a minute that they was licky. Understand what I'm saying? But Black men say, that's nasty. No, that's where they have their menstrual at. I ain't doing that, and all this and stuff. And they start seeing that more Black women were gravitating to white men because of the extra mileage that they would go to please you. And then all of a sudden, we start seeing videos of rappers saying X, Y, and Z. So that made it okay in the Black community, where Black men start saying, I do this. But first, all I heard was white men saying what they would do as far as that's concerned. Black men would not admit that at all. Matter of fact, if you even told somebody that they tried to do it or whatever, they would try to kill you over it. But all of a sudden, when this transition came in, and I'm going to say rap music brought it in and made it acceptable, they opened up and started saying, oh, well, yeah, I'll do this, I'll do that. But for a while, you didn't hear that. I didn't hear it. Well, I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna cut it off because I can get deeper. But
well, I went to school with Caucasians, and the Caucasian girls were always about oral sex, and they would continue to claim their virginity, but they were still having oral sex. And that's how they did it. Like, we didn't do that.
Yes, but it's fascinating though. I mean, you'd be surprised on, like, personally, I was one. If we talk about skin color, I was one. I didn't like light skinned men because I had a tremendous trauma, to put like this. I had traumatic situation happen with men who were light skinned, so I started clumping out light skinned men as And the darker the berry for me, the sweeter the juice. You could be what they call crispy, whatever. I didn't care. But if you was dark, my man was open to you, you know. So you be surprised what shapes our mindset when it comes to mates, when it comes to dating or whatever. It's gonna be more or less what how can I say it, what you're acceptable to, or what sometimes it's what's before your face. If you don't experience something different on another side, like if all you see is this particular people, that's all you're going to gravitate to until your eyes is open that no, okay, it's not just vanilla ice cream out here. They got butter pecan, they got chocolate, you know, all the varieties and stuff. And
Right.
so, yeah. Yes, ma'am. Where Bama girl? Bama girl?
Where's she?
But I learned so much from y'all though. I be sitting back sometimes I can't respond because I be doing other stuff, but I be listening and I'm like,
Mhm.
wow, man, I just love it. I do.
It's really nice when we can have these kind of luxurious conversations.
Yes, yes, ma'am. I know that's right. I'm like, wow. But yeah, I didn't know this was gonna go like this. But hey K Trey, Kay Trey, K Traeger. Don't forgive me for
Hey Trey.
mispronouncing it. Yeah, I like her. She's always speaking and stuff. Hey girl.
I know that's right. Man, I just be joking around and then boom, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad that you had wow, sharing.
Yeah,
You
I
just
don't, you
never
know what?
know. You just
It
never
keeps
know.
me
You just never
right.
know.
And it keeps me free. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a
Ooh,
lot of people can't tell what they've been through, but I learned that's part of therapy for me. If I tell it, one, can't nobody else tell your story if you tell it. And then two, what
hmm
else is there to do? You know, if it helps somebody else, if I came out of it and it can help somebody else, I dare not keep it to myself.
right.
So
Wow.
not that I know everything, because I don't. I can only share what I've been through and what I've learned, you know.
Exactly. Wow. And so you have two books. You said you have two of them.
Yeah, I have two of
Okay.
them, and I'm
Okay.
working on my third one. And it's a series because when I first started the book, I was realizing the issue, the problem. I had just started counseling. Um, the second book is where I was after the counseling. You know, my mindset.
Okay.
Now this third one is like I'm out of the whole situation now, and I can speak on it objectively, and be more honest about everything now because I'm no longer in it. You know, and that's what I want to tell Bama too. This thing didn't just stop when before I got married. I still went through this in my marriage.
Of course.
You know, and
I mean,
go
honestly
ahead.
speaking, everything we go through a cycle every 3 months. Life changes in one way, form, or fashion, and I
Right.
just think it is always good. It's sort of like an attorney, if you will, but a therapist, someone to talk to. I don't care what you want to call it, a counselor, but somebody that you can talk to, because when things start to change and when something happens, you'll have someone to talk it over or get it off of you at least,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody
Yeah.
who's professional enough to be able to handle the situation.
Right.
Because you don't
That's
want
right.
someone that can't handle it. You go to somebody and then you tell them and they breaking down more than you are. Like you can't. You need somebody that's going to be strong. So, you know,
Yeah, 'cause for a long
keep
time,
somebody.
I didn't trust women. I did not trust women as far as I could see them. I'm serious because I never was catty. You know, the kind of that was never me. I always had I had three best friends, and only one's living to this day, and I'm almost 50. Okay, so all my life I had three best friends. Now I had people I hung with, but most of the time I hung with dudes because they was not catty. They didn't do the drama stuff. My mind wasn't set up for that because I guess I was going through so much. I told you I fought. I didn't talk. I fought. I didn't see no need of talking. It's like, why are we talking about it? Either we're gonna fight or shut up. And that was just and I'm somewhat like that now. I don't fight, but you can't get me to argue with you. You just can't. I get to a point where I get quiet because I'm in my mind. I'm trying to reason it out. Like, okay, you can't hit the person. So just get quiet. Let them feel like they won or whatever, because it doesn't mean that much to you. And it don't. I could care
Right.
less. So,
Exactly.
when when you see some women, it's really hard to kind of feel sorry for them. I love on them, but I try to take the role of that's my sister. Like we're
Yeah.
sisters. We're so I may not understand you, and I might not even like you, but I'm gonna give you a benefit of a doubt because I don't have to be around you. I don't have to walk with you. I can just say for whatever reason this person is this way, and I need to leave them alone. So when I start seeing me look at females like it, I'm like, dang, you growing. You are growing. Because I promise you, TC, I couldn't stand. Mm-mm,
Wow.
mm-mm. All that back and forth.
Really?
You think you cute, and you think that bother. Oh wee. Oh,
So
and
every time, you know what? Anytime anyone says that, you say, you must think I'm cute because you the one mentioning it.
thank you. But like I tell
And
my kids,
boom.
my girls used to go through that, And one day,
Oh,
my oldest daughter was out there. These girls was trying to jump her and all that. See, I'm the type of mother. I fights with my kids. Pray for me. But they was trying to jump her, and I was like, why don't y'all like her? Because to know this kid, know that she's quiet. She's pretty. Don't get me wrong, but she's quiet. She don't bother nobody or nothing. I mean, they even admitted that these girls was like, well, she just thinks she's cute. I said, what's she supposed to think she's ugly? And how does she think she's cute? What does she say to y'all to
but
make y'all
but
feel like,
see, it's not that.
Y'all had to call
It's
her
the
right then. Sorry about that. I had to call her right then, y'all.
that's
oh,
okay.
that's
But
all
what would
right.
you say, TC?
So it has nothing to do. Well, it does and it doesn't, but it's about the value and the worth. And so
Right.
sometimes when people see you, they look at you and how you take care of yourself, and or how your disposition, how you walk, how you talk, and
Honey.
then they say, "Oh, you think you're better." And here it is. It's not that. It's not that. It's just that they think that you are better than them, and or they are lacking something, and you and that other person they're looking at has something that they want that they have not ascertained yet. And
Right.
it's that's the way, that's really what it is. It's about projecting one's lack or one's fear onto someone else. and
And I
and
would tell,
oftentimes you got to just tell people, I don't receive what you're saying. Return to
man,
sender.
come on. Yes.
Return to sender.
I told them,
And
I
things of
said,
that nature.
sweetie, it's called self-esteem for a reason. It's to esteem oneself. What are you, low self-esteem? It ain't her
Hmm.
fault that you don't think yourself
Absolutely.
to be higher than, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I had to really just
Right.
explain to these kids that, I mean, they weren't kids, they was teenagers, but nevertheless, y'all trying to jump my daughter because of how her mama teaches her that she's worth something. But like I told them, y'all can fight a one-on-one, but if y'all try to jump, I'm whooping all of y'all and your mammies. So go get your mammies. I want all
Yeah,
your
right.
mammies out there. I'm gonna play with mine. So yeah, I
Hmm.
understand it, but we need to teach our girls, not just our girls, but our kids, period, that not to compare themselves against other people. They may have
Right.
all the trappings in the world, but
Absolutely.
do they have peace? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Are
Absolutely.
they
And
are they able to
and
sleep in the bed without their dad screwing them? I mean, you know what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
but see,
Yeah.
our culture does that, and that's that divisive spirit that has been inculcated in everything that we do, in everything that we say. We don't even know that we spew out divisiveness as opposed to uplifting each other. So somebody will say, "Oh, well, so and so was their car is better than your car." you know
Mm-hmm.
it,
Yeah. It's
Mm-hmm.
or
always yeah.
it's like, instead of saying, wow, you know what, I like what you're doing over here, and this over here is absolutely awesome also. How come it has to be one against each other? How come it can't be everybody is doing their thing, and it's a great thing.
Right.
Right. Right.
And let me tell you, I'm usually around other people of other races, and I know for a fact that they do not get along with each other. I know it. I know
No,
for
but
a
they will stand in solidarity when
they
it
will
comes to coming
what?
against us.
well, here it is. When they're in front of a group, when they're in front of people, let me tell you something. Their whole spiel is totally different, and they could be against each other. They could be liberal, conservative views, whatever, whatever. But when it comes down to their presentation in front of other people, and particularly us,
Right.
they will say, "Well, you know what? I hear what Bama Girl is saying, or I hear what so and so and so is saying, and I want to take that into account. If you don't mind, I would like to share with you, what my thoughts were, and maybe we can come together on some common ground." Now, when we're at the table and Bama Girl speaks, and then and then Coco speaks, and then I speak, oh, I don't agree with you because so and so and so and so, Bama Girl. And no, you were wrong. You shouldn't have said that to your girlfriend, whatever, whatever. And no, that's not how we do it. That's not how you say it. We're just so negative to each other. Instead of saying, and Coco, you just said it. You said it so eloquently. You said, well, Bama Girl, don't do that to yourself. When you know better,
Right.
you do better. So it's
Right.
what happened before, what happened in the past. God got that, and you from here on out, you've equipped yourself with the knowledge, and you'll do better.
Right.
That's positive. That's edification. We just go off on negative tangents, and we shouldn't do that to each other, and
Right.
therefore we cause divisiveness amongst each other.
Amongst each other.
I'm not in competition with anybody. I don't want to be in competition with anyone. Me, myself, and I are
I was
enough.
about to say, I'm in competition with me.
Come on.
Mwah.
So I'm
Okay.
always trying to outdo something that I've already done.
Boom.
See,
Exactly.
No.
I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna go because I actually have to do something real quick. But I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I want women that are mothers not to be so hard on themselves when you find that stuff happen that you didn't know about. Because as Bama Girl said once before, we can't see everything. You just can't. Even if you're home 24 hours a day, that child gets out from away from you, even if it goes to another room, goes out to take the garbage. Let me tell you what happened. So me myself, I was very, very firm with my kids because I knew what had happened and what was happening with me. And I had made up in my mind that would never happen to my kids ever. Okay. So my oldest daughter, this was, let me see, it was in the early 2000s. Let's just say it like that. And we was at a church service and everything. And so my blood uncle was the pastor at the time. And after church, I seen my oldest daughter go up for prayer, and I was like, "Good, what mother don't want to see their kids, going for God for themselves." And so after church, my uncle said, she has something she needs to tell y'all. So me and my husband was like, "Okay." So my mama sat down, and she was like, and she just started crying. I said, "What's wrong?" She said, "Mama, I don't know how to tell you this." She said, "But Uncle Rob was molesting me." Now, did y'all hear that?
Yes.
That's a cycle. And when she said that, my whole body, because I told y'all I was on my kids, like, no, you can't spend the night here, no, you can't go here, no, I'll take you here, I'm gonna pick you up, because I knew what could happen. And the very one that I trusted with my life was the one who had my daughter. Every time I dropped them off to my godmama's house, had my daughter upstairs in the room with him, giving him head.
Mm. Mm.
So now y'all know what that did to me, right? Yeah, y'all know that it just like it tore me up because
Yes.
here I am, trying to make sure nothing happens to these kids, and and everybody, even my own kids, like, "Mama, you're a good mother to us. We love you." I mean, everything, and then to find out that this happened right up under my nose.
No.
So,
Yeah, because you trusted the
right.
person that you, girl.
And it wasn't even him. Here's the thing: I wasn't leaving my kids with him. I was leaving them with my godmother. because I had to work, or if I wanted to run errands, or if I just wanted some me time, I mean, and they
Right.
love going over there. And I noticed that's what made me start asking questions, because I noticed a difference in them. I was like, why don't y'all like going over no more? Oh, because we don't do nothing but sit in the room. But they didn't tell me why they were sitting in the room. And so when I addressed that, I said, are they just sitting down in the room? And of course, my godmother, she was like, well, I let them go outside, but I make them come in here, not just them, but all of them, because she had grandkids and stuff. And so I was like, okay, so to find out that this happened right up under my nose, I was like, I mean, you talking about angry. I
Yeah.
mean, all
Yeah.
these emotions went through, and it took me back to when I was 8, and then I'll have to deal with my daughter, and all this and stuff. But I said all that to say, even though all this had happened, my daughter is a healthy person. She's mentally whole. She's a manager of a whole nice apartment complex. The child is awesome. You know what I'm saying? But it's the fact that it happened, and for the longest, I blamed me. And she had to sit with me and say, Mama, it's not your fault. It's not your
Right.
fault. Stop carrying it around. Because I would carry it like I just can't explain it. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see if I was
Hmm.
one of those absent parents that didn't care, and ran the streets and all. But no, I worked every day. I took care of my kids.
You
I
were
was
there.
responsible. Yeah. And it still happened. So what I'm saying to y'all is you can't be everywhere at all times, but pay attention to the signs, even subtle signs. Because like I tell you, I read a book from Iyanla Van Zant that said
Hmm.
one day, what was it? One day my soul opened up, or one day something. And in there, the girl had been molested but hadn't told her mother. And it triggered something in me. And I'm like, so I asked my daughter, and at first she said no. And I started watching. I said, she's not the same little girl. So it came out in that church service. So, God sends us all type of signs. I know some people may
Right.
not believe in that, but I'm a true believer in God. He sends us all type of signs. Just when he sends you a sign, question it. Like, okay, I feel this way. Why? Is it something I need to be aware of?
Hmm.
Just
That's right.
things like that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And not only that, just like you said, I mean, like I mentioned before, we can't see everything. And I'm that mama bear too. I never will let them go and stay anywhere. Instead, I would let other folks come over because I can't see through walls and I don't know
Come
what's
on.
going on
Yes.
in other people's house. So I would let other people come over. And my husband always be like, well, why I don't play that. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I had to
Mm-hmm.
let I had now you can have them in the sleepovers as you want to. You can have them in the friends to a certain limit because all of them have different set of friends and everybody want to have somebody over. So I would let them do that. But as far as letting them go out, oh no, I wouldn't do it because I couldn't trust it. I can't. There was too many things going on out here, and and I thank God for my husband. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
if he wasn't here, then I may have had to if I had to work at night. Because I used to do 7 if I had to work at night, they had to go to somebody else's house. I would have had to have been able to trust that person. You know what I'm saying? And to hear this now, a girl, I would have been crushed. Well, I know where I would be, but I would have been crushed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because my husband,
because
honey,
because because even though it wouldn't have been a trigger for me, I
mm-hmm.
still look. I believe in eye for an eye on some things.
Yeah, and that's funny. But this person had already moved to a whole nother state. Nobody knew where he was located at. But I'm gonna tell you, see, God works everything. And I hate to say it
Yes,
this
he
way,
does.
but let me tell you, we got word, okay, like a whole year later. Hey, something just in the clear blue sky. Somebody said, "You remember that dude, Rob?" And we all got quiet. He said, yeah, wasn't that your god brother or something? Anyway, guess what happened to him? And my husband said, what? Like real stern, like what? See, man, he's in a coma.
Mm.
And
Wow.
we just all looked
So
at
you
each
so
other.
you are definitely in hell on earth.
Say, and he's dead now, but yeah, he
Mhm.
went in a coma and never woke up.
Mm.
Never woke. And I don't wish that on anybody. I don't want nobody to think I'm saying that. I'm not. But a lot of times, ain't no telling who else he did this to. Let me just say it like that. There's
Right.
no telling who else that he. It's just that again, my daughter, it bothered her so much being, she told me, she said, Mama, you kept asking me. I knew you cared. I knew you loved us. I just didn't want you to do nothing, go to jail, because they knew that they know their mama, and had he still been here, I probably would have been, making those, you have a collect call from, because I
Right.
would have put a bullet in him in point blank period, so
You'll be
yeah.
out by now.
Yeah.
Girl,
Yeah,
you'll be
'cause
out by now.
she'll be 34 this year, so yeah, I would have been out.
Yeah, you'll be out by now, girl.
Shoot. So yeah, honey, but yeah, you just
And we
go
probably would
ahead.
have still met.
Now, I know that's right. Look, I'm trying to
So,
migrate to Florida, girl, so I can come up here, girl. Trying to tell you.
okay, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you, but now I am moving now. I'm relocating
Oh my
back to
goodness.
Alabama. Girl,
Where
I'm
you moving?
relocating. No, I didn't know your mom passed, Misty. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, we sorry, love.
Prayers and condolences to you and your family, Misty.
Mm. Oh, she passed away in September, not even a week ago. My dad remarried, and she is
What?
way younger. Wow, I feel like I lost both parents. I'm sorry. I'm so
I
sorry, Miss.
understand that. Yeah, I understand that. It's okay, sweetie.
Mm.
Mm, 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 mm. Misty, do
I
you
know.
write? I was waiting for her to type
Sometimes,
something.
I was about to say, sometimes it's very good to journal, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's good to put things down on paper to make it plain, honey. You have to write it down sometime and make it plain.
Mm-hmm. And let the
Sometimes that's a
principalities
way of helping. I mean, of
and
helping you process it.
let the principalities of the air handle the rest
Come on
Yes,
now.
of
yes.
the real business. Because
The real business, exactly.
reconciliation is a mother. They think, see, karma is one thing, and still water runs deep, but that reconciliation, oh wow. Now
Mm.
that's something totally different. That's at a whole nother level. And I just
Well,
hope
we
folks.
always about leveling up. I don't know why you couldn't keep throwing those jewels out there, but then it's always, we always about leveling up.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So
Wow.
it's not, it's not a bad thing to want to level up.
Well, people
So
don't. What
TC.
I'm saying is, though, Bama girl, it isn't a bad thing. You're absolutely right. You're right on, but I don't think that some folks don't realize that they have to level up. See, it's one thing to pay the price, to pay the cost, but then there's that level up. See, you're gonna pay the cost, but then there's another step to it. And folks, oh well, I thought I paid, I thought I did everything, and that was it. No.
No, because I just believe in life, you should never want to be in a stagnant place. That's a
Come
bad place
on.
to be in.
Yes.
You can't elevate. You just stagnant. You just stuck
Right,
in one place. No, mm-mm.
right, right.
That's unacceptable to me in all walks of life. You know what I'm saying? You can
Mm-hmm.
never. You could learn something every day. There's no. It's up for you to search and find it. But if you're sitting still, baby, you're not moving forward nor backward. You're just sitting there. What are
And
you
you know
waiting
what?
on?
Can I ask TC a question real quick?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so let me just go here. I am a Christian, okay? Let me just say
Okay.
that.
Okay.
However, I'm one of those Christians who go the extra mile, because I might as well go and just walk straight on in this. As of April the 24th, I have been a pastor for 11 years, okay?
Right.
So,
Okay.
yes. So
Come on
I
now.
am one of
See?
them that goes deep into study and all this and everything. And I know some things that people don't know when it comes to the Bible and different things like that. Okay, and that's
Yes,
just
ma'am.
because I submit myself to learning. And you sparked something when you was talking about
In the
I
morning.
forgot what word, huh?
In the
Uh,
morning.
I forgot what you used, but I think it was like reincarnation or something like that, or the afterlife or something. Now,
Past life. No, past
There you
life
go. Yeah,
regression.
past life. Me personally, I really believe that. I can't prove it, so I don't stand on it. You
From
see, I
white
don't
bag.
stand on anything that I can't prove, but I believe that, and I just wanted you to, if you can, for me, touch a little bit on that, or point me in the right direction or something, so I
Mhm.
can sharpen my mental.
Okay. So let me just let you know, and I appreciate the fact that you are learned pastor that studies the Christian doctrine. Um and I let me just say this. I come from a rabbinical on the rabbinical side, on the Hebrew side of it. And
Okay.
I studied the Torah and the
Yes.
Kabbalah and
Yes.
everything else. Um and on and on and on.
Okay.
And so we all understand Genesis, that God created the heavens and the earth,
Right.
and there are levels of the heavens,
Right.
and
I
there are
agree.
levels of the angels, and there's all of that comes with it, and
Yes.
that we are just spiritual beings having a human
A human
experience.
experience. Right. Mm-hmm.
Amen. Amen. All right. So what happens is that um I let me just say this. I also studied a little Hindi, and
Okay.
I also like I look at people's hands, and when you look at your hands, the imprint, the lines, and everything that are on your hands are there for
Mhm.
a reason. It's just not because you. It's not just because you have. Oh, here she go. See, Bama girl. Oh, Bama girl's a young soul.
Come
Ooh.
on. Yes.
Oh, look at
Yes,
those
boo.
hands. Oh, she's a baby in her journey. Oh my stars. Okay. So we just don't have these lines and everything. Look at her. Because it's just being cute. There's reasons for everything.
No,
So
it's
Okay.
time to handle the
everything
business.
to handle the business. So here's the thing, Coco. Everything we didn't just get here. We are here we, because we are learning something, or we didn't learn something, and we came here to learn or finish learning the lesson.
Okay. Okay.
And so I know what happened, what I was before this, and it is absolutely right on point, and I know exactly why I'm here in this realm at this juncture, and why my journey is the way that it is. And it is absolutely awesome, and it is amazing, and I am so happy that I know it, because now I get it and I understand it. I don't fear it. I'm at peace with it. However, a lot of folks don't realize that we are, everything is connected. So what happened before is connected to what you're going through now,
Mm.
I believe
and
that.
why. And that we have here on in this realm, we have the opportunity to make it right. So
Okay.
that's why people who are the morticians, the embalmers, those people that deal with the dead, for me, and I guess that's the reason why I kind of clamored over the Bama girl, because people don't realize that when you're dealing with death and the dead and people in the medical profession, I have a thing for them, because those people watch transitions happen
Yeah.
Yes.
all the time, whether or not they see it and can fully explain it, but there's things going on, and these are the gatekeepers. So therefore, the the doctors, the nurses, all the health, the funeral directors, the morticians, the embalmers, the science, the morgue people, all those people must be treasured, because they're taking us and ushering us into the next life. So
Mm.
it is very, very important that it's just not, it's a lot. It's a lot of different steps. And you are a pastor, Coco, so you know that we are judged. The judgment day comes in when your heart, it gets put on the scale with a feather, right? And that's how you are judged to go to the next life. Your
Oh
heart
wow.
must your heart must be lighter than a feather.
Mm.
So Right. But we come from another place and we come here
And
to
see,
learn
you know
this.
what? Saying that in and of itself is big. That's a huge statement that everybody is not going to understand.
Yeah.
Because so people are heavy hearted. You know what I'm saying? So people are so
Mm-hmm.
they're not giving. They're not, I mean, they're always, I mean, they're selfish and not selfless. You know what I'm saying? And so to me, that sounds like okay. And my dad always says that, baby, always. If you can help somebody along the way, baby, help them. If
Help
you can
'em.
help them, help them. If you can help them, help them. Always have a good heart. You judge by your heart. You always, I said, and I never understood why he would always say that.
Yes,
He will always say that.
absolutely.
You just
And
told
here
me,
it is. Here it is. We have a religious instruction that, because of the interpretation of where it comes from, puts us in a mindset of fear and lack as opposed to love and abundance.
mm-hmm,
Facts.
See,
mm-hmm,
I don't like fear and lack. I don't like, oh, I can't do that. We can't do that because the government and this, that, and the other, and all of these constricting this constricting mindset and this constricting behavior. Because see, as I say all the time, Bama, my Father who art in heaven, okay?
uh-huh, uh-huh,
Miracles are always ongoing, always, every
uh-huh.
single day. From the time
Every
that I
single,
wake up, it's a miracle. So I
yeah,
do not ever discount the fact that my Father is always in charge. Now
right.
he'll allow some entities. Oh, you think you can get Bama girl? Okay, try her. Go ahead in that chat and try her. Okay, see what and then because the creator always knows that his children are going to pass the test. And I just want to say to Tabitha, you're absolutely right, Tabitha. Most people are in fear of going deep because they have allowed their religious instruction to dictate that fear and that lack in their mindset. Unfortunately, if they read the holy book, the good book for themselves, not in
Come on.
English, not only in English, but learn it in other languages, the whole world would open up to them. And I just thank God that my spiritual teacher, he taught me Hebrew from when I was a little girl, when I was 5. And when
Mhm.
I learned the Bible and I understood everything in its place, and I was like, wow, this is amazing what Psalms is all about, what each and every
Yes.
book is really all about, and it's for us.
Yes, it is.
It
It
is
really
for
is.
you. It is for me. We are the Hebrews that the Bible speaks of. We are
We
the
are.
chosen. We
Mhm.
are the ones who have the covenant by bloodline, not
Yes.
by
Mm-hmm.
converting. I didn't convert into this. I was
Mm-mm.
born into it.
Born
Born
into
into it.
this.
Boom.
Right.
Right. So
Right.
I always say I'm not new to this. I'm true to this.
True
Well,
to
yeah.
this.
Yeah, I mean, we this is us who we are. And if we understood the tribes that we come from, and each and every one of the tribes that Jacob said each and every one of his sons what they were going to be, who they were going to be, the Levites, the Jude, everybody and everything, it makes it all that much easier to really get it and say, wow, this is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
just study all the sciences. Like what you do, Bama, is a science. There's a science. So yeah, you know that
It
you have to
is.
put in a certain amount. You have to put in a certain amount of embalming fluid in per how many pounds the person is. Howsoever, there are certain things that you might have to do per that person because of the circumstances in which they passed away. And
Okay, baby.
so you have to do something special and different for that person. It's not a cookie
Yes.
cutter. And so that's why your families, when you finish and you use the science and you took your art, that was given to you by the Creator, because the Creator led you to do that and to do the right thing. When they see their loved one lying there, they're just
Rest.
overwhelmed and overjoyed. So the
They
arts
are.
and the sciences are necessary. It is not the arts and science over here and then the Bible over here and then everything. No, it all goes together when you
It all
understand
goes
how
together.
it is connected. It is
Right.
all connected.
And you know
Right.
what? I'm one of them because I'm learning more. And like I said, I believe in getting deeper. And I know that this thing that I feel about different stuff is not just a feeling, that I'm actually being pulled into the direction that I'm going. And I can't swim a lick, but I am so drawn to water. When I see water, to
Ooh.
me, it just relaxes me. I'm drawn to butterflies because I feel like my life, I am a
Uh-oh.
butterfly. You know, I used to be
Ooh.
a caterpillar and I did all this metamorphosis, and now I'm this beautiful
Yes.
butterfly ready to fly, you know. And then I also think about eagles. I feel like I have an eagle mentality because
Oh
I
my
know
God.
that eagles soar high. They can fly above the storm and through it and still make their destination. You know what I'm saying? So I always feel like that's me. And sometimes I say I'm a butterfly with an eagle mentality. And I know that sounds messed up, but that's how I view myself.
No, it
And
doesn't. It doesn't. And don't stop apologizing for your
okay,
thinking outside. Don't do that, because that is the Creator giving and pushing your creative juices to
thank you.
to to be and understand who you are. Here's the thing. I need to talk to you, Coco,
Okay. Take
because
my email down
no, and
and
I'm serious.
okay.
I'm very
Okay.
serious,
That's fine. Yeah. I'm
because
serious.
you said about 4 things that I need to let you know something if you don't already know. And if you know it, God bless America, let freedom ring.
I
Beautiful.
can always use a reminder if I do, sweetie. I ain't one of them. Yes. Come on with
Okay.
it. Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
wow. Because have you been to the continent yet? Have you been to Africa? Have you been overseas yet?
No, I wanted to go and then all this stuff started happening. So no. And plus
Okay.
I
Yes.
All
almost
right.
died. I
Okay.
almost
Don't
died
worry.
twice
Don't,
last year.
okay. You want to go, period.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you need to go. You need to go.
And you know what, Cece? It's funny you
Oh,
said that. 2 years ago, somebody asked me to go over there and preach. They wanted to send me to preach. And I was on my way, and then the crusade canceled. And I'm like, okay, well, I ain't get to go this because all my stuff was paid for. I didn't have to come out of pocket for anything.
I
So
want you to go over and learn. You can't preach nothing to nobody that's older than you.
okay,
Listen to me carefully. You can't preach nothing to nobody older than you.
okay,
When you go over there, you're gonna find your answers to a lot of your questions. And I
wow,
don't even know which country it is. I don't even know which part. It could be Jordan, it could be Yemen, it could be Oman, it could be Egypt, it could be Zimbabwe. It's over there. I know it's not here. It's
yeah.
over
My
there.
granddaddy is from Africa. My granddaddy is
Okay.
directly from Africa. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing. It is a beautiful thing that people want to go over there and teach them Christianity. We have some nerve.
Right.
We have
That's
we have
true. I'm not,
we have
hey,
some nerve. Because remember, Christ wasn't a Christian.
he sure wasn't. He sure
Okay.
wasn't.
Okay. And when yeah. And so when we understand what all of that means, we will get it. And I just, for the life of me, just I want you to continue on that journey. I love what you say about your eagle, about your butterfly and the water. And there's something calling you there, and you might get your answer. But
I believe it.
I,
I just
I'm gonna
sent you.
talk to you about it.
I just tagged you in my email. I just tagged you on Bama Girl's thing. Bama Girl, I hope you
Okay.
don't mind. I'm sorry. I didn't even ask you about that, but I just
No, baby, you know you fine.
Woo! Girl, you just my blood pressure done went up and everything. And just know that eagles and pigeons do not hang out with each other.
they sure don't. Come see, you'll make me scream. And what time is it?
Boom stick 'em, boom stick 'em. You better know
Come on.
that's wrong. Okay.
Ooh,
If you
yes.
if you notice, it's usually one eagle. That's it, and the eagle's wingspan is amazing, and they can fly above the heavens. They
Yes.
but a pigeon, and listen, and no shade to the pigeon, because the pigeon has their purpose. Listen, when I see pigeons, I'll be like, okay, that's what's up. I see you. You gotta get the worms and the insects, and you are a low vibrational. I get you, but we don't hang out with pigeons. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just saying. Okay. So in life it's the same thing. We have people who are pigeon like and people who are eagle like, and they're the different personalities. There's the eagle, the shark, the dolphin, and the urchin. And the eagle is the visionary. And that's what that eagle is, the visionary, because it soars high and it has lots and lots of concepts and lots of vision, and it's connected to the heavens.
That is me.
And
Mhm.
That is me. You speaking?
right. Okay. Now
Okay.
I'm a dolphin. I'm fun. I likes to have fun. I do maybe too many jokes, but I like to joke. I like to have fun. However, everyone loves the dolphins. You see, because we have movements. Save the dolphins. They understand. Then there's the shark, and I want to ask everybody here, who do you think? Sharks are all about that cheddar. They're all about that coin. They're all about that money. If you're not talking to them about how it's going to benefit them in some way, form, or fashion, and they're not listening. They don't get it. They're not trying to hear about saving the souls and the saving, keep on moving, don't stop. They want. So who do y'all think is the quintessential shark?
Jay Wilson.
Oh, you know what? I ain't talking about all you two.
Oh.
But
Girl,
Coco, you
come on,
funny.
you got jokes, girl. We needed that
Coco
last
got
girl.
jokes. You see that?
Girl,
Jay
girl.
Wilson. She didn't stutter though. She did not
She
stutter.
came right out with it.
Oh my
Boom.
Came
goodness.
right out with it and stood on it. And look at DVD said the same thing.
I was thinking more along the lines of Donald Trump, but that's okay. And the shark people, the Shark Tank, those people, it's about
Right,
money.
Sagittarius Queen. She is. She right though.
She's right. And also the last person is the urchin, and the urchin is in the sea, and it's at the bottom of the sea. But the bottom line is that the urchin is the logistics person. It's the one that wants to know, okay, well, we're having a meeting, we need minutes, so we have to start. It's supposed to start at 5, it's already 5:03. Okay, well, we already spent 10 minutes on this. Now we have this part and we have this part. Oh, because at 6:10 you have to be out and you have to be in the car because we have to make it to the next place at 6:35 and you have to enter into at 6:30.
Well,
That's an
girl,
urchin. Yeah, yeah. Well, we already know, Bama girl, that's not you, so I get you.
girl,
However,
you know
urchins
I be
are
on TV.
urchins are event planners. Like if you want an event planner, like someone like doing your wedding or an anniversary or something like that, you want an urchin because they are going to get it per. This is how long, this is how many minutes it's going to take. When we're here.
So then, how would a person find out what they are?
Well, I would just give you, I could send you the descriptions of each one of them, and then you can kind of you could go over it and just have like a fun chat one day and see what people are.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. It really is. We do it a lot of times.
We must do that.
Yeah, because you're
'Cause
definitely not an
to know what
urchin.
I am.
Never a
I
Virgo.
would love to know what I am.
Virgo's not an urchin. Never.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, negative.
Just from
you know
just
what?
from what you just said.
I would say more or less you're probably the whale. The whale is the big heart. So the whale is the one that The one that's the about the movements, about the bigger picture, about what's supposed to be done, not here and right now, but they're looking like years ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody goes to the well in confidence. Everything
Okay.
they know everything about everybody because everyone goes to them. They're going to carry these secrets to the grave
Yes, they will.
for other folks. So yeah.
Look, everybody asking in the chat, TC. We're gonna do it, y'all. We're gonna do it tomorrow. And
Oh,
we're
my
gonna
stomach.
find out.
Definitely.
We're gonna
We gotta
find
do
it out,
that
y'all. And I'm
tomorrow.
gonna write it all down and make sure that I keep a record so everybody can know. Anytime you have a question, I'm gonna take a record. I'll be the reporter.
Usually Libras can be kind of urchin-y. They are very they can be kind of logistics, and it can be whales. They can be whales or urchins. Yeah, because they're the scales, and so they can be balanced. They can be balanced. Okay, they can be balanced, but they can also be unbalanced. And the good thing about the Libras, they go up, they go down. So it's not always just one thing at a time. Sometimes we all are unbalanced and then we get balanced again. So that's good. That's a good thing. Charlie is Charlie. Where's Charlie's word? Where is she? Is she in there?
Charlie, she up in there, girl. But girl, what is Charlie? I would love to know. Please tell me now. Tell me about Charlie, honey, because Charlie, girl,
I don't know. There's an animal
she get ready to go up, girl. You know how Charlie do.
Charlie's a porcupine, and they ain't even Charlie is a porcupine. No, and porcupines are very, very interesting. Okay, but out of a dolphin, a shark, a whale, or an urchin, she's probably a whale urchin. Yeah. Yep, she's probably a whale urchin. She's probably one of those kind of people do go to. They trust. They can talk to her. She'll give. She will listen. But she's logistical. She's just got this fire though. She's got that fire thing going on.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. And you can tell when she's very passionate about a subject.
Yeah. Yeah.
She does not hold back.
No hold bar.
That's what I like most about her. The fact that when she's passionate, girl, you catch her in a passionate moment. Oh, you got yourself something. And you had better be ready because she coming.
She coming with machetes. She's coming with machetes. She's coming with all kind of stuff.
Right.
Boomerangs, everything.
Straight haymakers. Yes, she is. Yes, she's coming. Straight haymakers. I understand a lot.
Right. Hey, Brooke, how are you? Yeah. So that's interesting to say the least. It's a lot of fun and it's a good icebreaker. We do it a lot in the in conferences and workshops and stuff.
That'll be cool. So whenever you have time to do it, girl, we must do that because there are a lot of people wanting to know what you may think, girl, because you are a wealth of knowledge. We all know you are a wealth of knowledge, girl. So, and I appreciate you for that. That she is. I appreciate her for that. And so a lot of people are asking.
No problem.
A lot of people are asking. So when you're ready, we are definitely ready.
And
now,
did you get my email?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get my email?
The larger the crowd, the more people will be asking. But I'm pretty sure there are a lot of cross signs that will be in the chat, so they'll be able to relate.
Well, yeah, and it's not signs are one thing, but these are personality traits. So it's like the various personality traits that go with and things of that nature. However, there are some signs that are what they are. That is what it is.
Don't December, baby. Please don't ask her about Sag. Please don't ask her about Sagittarius, child.
Oh my God.
Just please,
Sagittarius.
just please don't ask her about Sagittarius. You already put in the chat, child.
Man. Okay, so Sagittarians are the quiet riots.
Whoa, wow.
They're a fire sign, and they're the gatherers of they gather information, they gather stuff. Here's the thing. It's better to keep them, what do you want to call it? When you don't have to ignite the fire. Because when the fire comes out, it's a whole mess. It's a hot mess. It can be very brutal.
You want to keep them calm.
Very much. Please don't serious. Oh my God. December is, even though she said she
gangster, okay.
December, is she a November set? Well, no, she's December. So okay. She's December. So she's okay. So she's okay, good. She's good. She's civilized. Yeah. Those November ones have a lot of energy. They're very intense. Yeah.
Girl.
November Saggies. Woo-hoo. My aunt is a November Sag. She's the sweetest lady in the world. She had to, she's a, what do you call them? She's a Jehovah's Witness, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she cussed out one of the Jehovah's Witness people. I said, oh my God, this is amazing. But
they
talked about her child. So she went ham sandwich on them. So it was what it was. I thought the lady would know better, but it was down south. And I was like, oh my stars. But
well, sometimes people down south, they, tend to just whatever comes up comes out. Sometimes some of them just have no tact. Some shit you just don't ask people.
You
dare not pouring in on the babies because you gonna definitely get cussed out.
Yeah, she was gonna go down. She went down. She went all the way down. The lady went down. Whew. I actually enjoyed it because I was like, wow, I never saw that part of you, that side of you. Never ever saw that. Never heard a curse. Never in my life.
TC, did you see what Tabitha put in the chat?
What she said?
Do you agree with what I just told? It's in my spirit, very heavy. Okay, what did she tell you? Oh, okay, wow, that's why I was getting some vibes from you when you were speaking. To prepare yourself for it. Trust and believe. Okay. Yes, you're absolutely right, Tabitha. Miss Tabitha, you're right. Miss Coco has a lot because here's the thing: to whom much is what is
given,
what
required.
Required.
There we go. Is required, is expected, is you better do it, is on and popping. Okay.
You're right.
Right. To whom much is given. You've been through a lot, so you've been tested a lot.
Yes.
You have a testimony.
Yes,
you have a testimony, and it is not, I repeat, it better not be built into or bottled up into that beautiful body of yours.
Yeah.
You must spread it to the world. You must, and you're sharing. So I'm not saying you're not. I mean, so don't get me to it.
No, I'm listening.
I'm talking about now to the world. But I implore to you that when you go to the next level with what you already know, your untraditional understanding of the good book.
Mm-hmm.
And you connect it with the world and what's going on. Oh boy. They're not even, you will not be contained. Goddesses are never contained, ever.
Oh my goodness, the third time somebody said it to me. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. Mm.
Goddesses are never contained. Never. You were put here for a reason. Shalom to the Rabbah. Okay. Okay, Anthony. Anthony's, Anthony, sure. Okay. Anthony's over here talking some stuff. Okay. And I love you, bro. I love you for that. Yes, sir.
Yes, Anthony, make
Wow.
sure you email me so I can send you the information on how to get my book. And TC, please email so I can send you my phone number. I don't want to put it on here, and I'll send you
No,
my phone.
no doubt.
You,
No doubt.
I really do. Maybe you know what? Like I said, nothing happens by chance. Everything's for a reason. And I think this was all meant because I have been having some questions, and my
Mhm.
thing is always God reveal things to me because He does show me things. But I'm like, I need to understand am I by myself in what I'm seeing. So yeah.
No, your sisters are here with you more than you know. There's more,
Yeah.
and everything just happened today. Remember the laws of synchronization. When we talk, what we think about, we bring about. And so the bottom line is that when we start talking about this, we're gonna, now we have, like you just said, Bama Girl has been equipped. I've been equipped. Now I know better. I know it is more than just this white liver and ha ha he he. It is, there's something to it, and I need to be more cognizant of of what I'm doing and what I'm saying. And we all now are equipped. We all have no excuses. And so we want these conversations, and we will these conversations into existence, and it
Yes.
Right.
becomes part of our manifestation. And that's why I say, what we can will we can will certain things to us, good, bad, or indifferent.
Right.
Tonight it was just this. We will, remember, Coco, you were on there when we talked about stocks, and we were talking about
Yeah.
investments and all of that
Right.
kind of stuff. Kareem and then Joyce was talking about eminent domain and mineral rights, and Bama Girl was talking about a whole lot of things as it pertains to what we're doing now, what you're gonna do with your money. How about, thinking about these things? And then you came up with the Robin Hood thing. So here it it just works out this way in this particular chat. It just does. And serious business. I think that this was what this chat was ordained to do, because
Yes.
it does it all the time.
Yes, it does.
It does. It does.
Mm-hmm.
It does. And I've noticed that too. How
Mm-hmm.
it may start out one way, but it's gonna end
It
up a
shifts.
totally different
Mm-hmm.
way.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
It takes on a
And
life of its own.
right, and it's a good shift. It's a really it's a good shift. It's not,
Hmm.
of course it could go good, bad, or indifferent. That's life. That
Right.
happens, and that's supposed to be that way. But I've noticed in this one in particular, it happens more oftentimes than not. And so I truly believe that, Anthony, you can correct me, that we are, this particular chat is making sure that it abides by the laws and the statutes that were given to us through the Creator. It says so in the good book. That's not something I said. I will say this: anybody out there who's old blood type, we are number one.
That's me.
We are, yeah, we are number one, because we give to everybody in the world, and we
Yeah.
universal donors. And so everybody should bow down to us. I make sure that, yeah, my queen has to bow down to me, like at least twice a week, because she's A and I'm O. And O always gives to everybody. So yeah, if you are O out there, everybody's supposed to bow down to you. Yeah, yeah, I believe that.
Hey, Sarah. And
Now,
y'all know what? Oh,
that's the
I
dolphin
was gonna
in
type
me.
it in the chat, but I just went ahead on and said, hey baby, how you doing? And you know what, y'all? To be quite honest, I feel like what I do, y'all know how I feel about what I do. And once I found out that the first embalmer was actually an African American man, the first one. And I said that made me all the more interested in what I was doing. I said, yes, I must always pay attention and always accept it for what it is, because it is science, it is art, it is all of those things combined, to make the body do what you need it to do. The body talks to me. Well, I talk to you. I don't want no mess at you tonight. Now I'm looking at you now. So I go in there and talk to him first. Now listen, we're gonna make this a very easy exchange until I get in there and find out that those veins is messed up with they like sclerotic or something. And then we have a whole issue and I have to talk trash. But other than that, I'm pretty good with them. Not just but I put much thought and much care into what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because I care about what the families think, and I care about them, and I don't ever want to see them laying there looking like. I mean, there's one time I opened the casket and I did not do I did not set the features of the face. Someone else did, and the guy was peeking. I'm like, wait a minute, he's still watching. What's going on? So I had to go in there and fix that before the family. And so I was highly perturbed at the person that did it, but I'm not going to say anything to them about it. I did say something to them. I will not say anything on here because I don't know who's listening. But yeah, I was pretty perturbed about that because I put a lot of care into what I do. It's not just because a lot of people don't know what goes on in the embalming room. A lot of times we have to do a lot of different things to make that body talk. And a lot of people don't understand it. They don't understand why the program is so hard. Everybody is not meant to be a funeral director. They're just not. They're not equipped for it. Right. They don't care about it. They want their name on the moniker when, baby, it's not about you. It's about the body. And people don't understand that. A lot of people don't understand that. I have mad respect for every funeral director, because under funeral director all of that falls under funeral director. Embalmer, mortician, we're all of that. So I have mad respect for the ones that actually care. If I go to a service and I'm just there as a spectator, I'm gonna know if they cared or not. I don't know, just from looking at the body.
Right.
So I mean, as far as the prospective careers go, put your all into it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't love what you do, you're still trapped. You gotta love it. You gotta have a love for it. You gotta have a passion for it. You gotta want to do it. You gotta not be off-putting about it, because a lot of people do that. Because I have said it, especially if I've my granddad used to call me the Undertaker. Anthony, I'm gonna get you. If I start crying, I'm gonna get you now. I'm letting you know that right now. You can cuss all the way out tonight. He used to call me the Undertaker, but he passed on. God bless his soul. And I tell y'all what, there's sometimes through the middle of the night when I can hear him just belting out, because he could sing. You talking about somebody that could sing? That man could sing. And sometimes throughout the night, if I wake up, sometimes it's like he's right there in the room standing over me just singing, because he was supposed to sing at my graduation, but he passed away a month before I graduated. And sometimes I could just hear him just belting out. He's singing to the depths. I'm talking about, ooh, you better come through, AD. Come through, AD. I know that's
Bama girl.
Huh?
Bama girl. Did you see what Anthony put in there? That people who are embalmers are chosen. They are chosen before birth. It is an assignment. Remember, I told you that was your assignment.
Yeah.
that is your right. That is not just, oh, okay, well, we're gonna pick this young lady. She's just gonna do no, it's you are wired for that. It is
Yes.
it is in everything that you went through, because you already explained, you already talked about it with us in one of the lives, that
Right.
you being here and just being here, you're supposed to be here. You're supposed to be
Yeah.
here because you're supposed to do that. Again, that's that whole funeral director, and I just want to go a step further. Not just in addition to the embalmers, right? In addition to the funeral directors, all that good stuff. Then there are the people that are I want to say the ditch diggers, but they're the grave diggers.
Yes.
And let me tell you something. There was a lady that came into your chat a couple of weeks ago in reference to reform and prison reform and everything else, right? Well, we do have a collaboration, and we have some people who come out who can't find jobs. There's about 5 brothers and there's 1 sister who became grave diggers. They make $85 an hour.
Oh yeah.
And they're unionized. Okay.
They make a cute coin.
Let's talk about it. Okay.
They make a cute coin.
They make it. Okay. And they have to be very mathematical. They have to know how far down, because it's you come on, y'all know all the stuff, and especially if it's land that's hilly and whatever, all of that. And so
yeah,
our
we
jobs,
have even double depth graves. We have double depth where there's one that's buried on top of the other, where that other one has to go down first. So yeah,
thank you.
We have many double depths.
Yes. Yes, Anthony.
You're right, Sarah. You do have to be passionate about those careers you do. Now listen. Yes. Before I left the hospital, it was, I had got to the point where I started feeling like it was a chore. You know what I'm saying? And I hate going somewhere and I really don't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Because nursing has gotten to the point where it's not about patient care anymore. It's all about the politics of it. Whatever you can key in the computer, that's what was done, that what was said, that's it. Whether it was done or said or given or not. You know what I'm saying? And so that, I think that's what that gave me the feel of, they don't care and I'm caring more. I can tell if one of my patients, I could go in there and tell if one of my patients was going to pass. I could tell just from looking at the feet if they were going to pass.
Really?
I could tell just from looking at them, because you start modeling from the feet. And I could tell, from the progression, from the breathing. And so, and not only that, some of them have really, really high temperatures though. And instead of low temperatures, they have really, really high temperatures, and we'll be giving them everything, morphine, everything, trying to make them comfortable. And then they'll start reaching, and then they'll start talking. And so I'm looking back, I'm like, now I don't see what you see, but I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go along with it, what we're going to do. And I know that they were going to pass away. I can't tell you how many times I done got called into the nurse manager's office. Well, the people over in the telemetry bank said that you were very irate. Yes, because I'm telling them that the patient is passing, and they're telling me what they're looking at the monitor, and I'm standing there looking at the patient. So girl. So I know that I find peace at the funeral home.
Okay.
I have peace there. I'm at peace. So exactly. I don't have to worry about fussing and arguing unless I turn somebody green. And then I got to learn how to recalculate my solution and redo it again.
Okay.
There is a science and a reasoning to everything. That's why I believe if you're not passionate about what you're doing, listen, find something that you love and do that.
That's true. And you know what, I'm gonna piggyback off of you. People are drawn, all ages of people are drawn to me, especially kids and old people. But I'm drawn to
Mhm.
old people. I love the elderly. I mean, I just love the elderly. I could sit under them all day long. And for me to see that some of these people that's in nursing homes and stuff like this get abused, it does something internally to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like
Yeah.
you don't know what they've been through in their life, and they saw everything just about. They've been through the war, they've been through, just depending on their age. But I'm drawn to the elderly. And so that's one of the reasons why I am starting to get my business, my elderly business up off the ground, because that's who I'm passionate about. So you're absolutely right. You have to, I feel like if you're not working where you're passionate, why do it at all? And I know we
Yeah.
have to make a living, but once you get to a certain point, you are, to me, you're faced with the question: do I still do this and hate what I do, or do I go on and step out in faith and do what I'm called to do?
Right,
Mm.
right. Because what happens is you become disgruntled. You
Thank you.
know
Yes.
where your peace is. You know where your peace is. And I know that, like I told y'all before, the first time I ever walked into a funeral home, because our family is, and thank God, is just blessed with longevity. And so once I walked in there, I was at such peace. It was a peace that I couldn't even explain. So I knew that that's where I was supposed to be. It was like, it wasn't even, it was nothing, it was no further question. It was hands down. I prayed on that thing, standing right there in the funeral home, standing right there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was what it was from there on out. And here I sit today.
I know that's
And
right.
I can't take anything away from it. Even going through this pandemic that we're going through, I can't take anything from it. I wouldn't dare take anything from it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what, Andrea, that's also a little indicator too when they start speaking of people that are not there. You're exactly right, Queen. When they start speaking on people that are not there, I pay
Right.
attention to all of that, and they will always question me. Well, how would you know? How did you know? How did you know? How did you know? I got
Wow.
sick and tired of explaining how did I know.
Wow.
I got sick and tired of it, so I stopped explaining it. I stopped even saying anything about it because I know if I was their nurse, I was gonna have to be the one there anyway. So I just made sure that I kept on checking on them and kept on, flipping them back and forth every hour. So I would call the aide that was assisting me. Come on, we got to get them. We got, because in my opinion, was helping them, because them allowing them to lay there suffering. Mm-mm. I'm not with the suffrage. No, no, John. Yes, they still give it to me now. Yeah, me and my mom had words earlier today. She don't care. You think that matter to her? No, ma'am. Because when the queen speaks, I have to listen.
All right. So
Or either
you
she'll
believe in
or either she'll just get mad and be like, okay, well, I'll talk to you later. And I'm like, okay, fine. Love you.
so you believe in DNR, correct?
Definitely. I definitely believe in DNRs because, and there are some families that we have come across that just does not want to sign the DNR. And I'm looking at them, I'm like, because I'm in the room with the doctor and he's talking to the family, explaining everything. And I'm like, how you not going to sign the DNR? I'm saying that in my mind, but I'm looking at your mother or father laying in this bed.
Oh my
And
God.
it's all about the family. It's not about the patient at that point. It's all about them wanting to hold on, wanting to have every single moment that they can have with them. But if they stop breathing, you don't want us to, I mean, you want us to crack all those ribs and she already 92 pounds.
Oh
No, no, we didn't do that, Bama girl.
no.
We
I've
signed it.
cracked a lot of ribs, baby. I've cracked a lot
Oh
of ribs because
no.
people did not want to sign a DNR.
We
Oh
signed it.
no.
We signed it.
You did,
Yeah, we
Andrea?
yeah we
Girl,
signed
I
it.
am loving this picture, girl. I'm loving this picture.
Yes.
Ooh,
Go on, Farrah
Andrea.
Fawcett girl. She's a Farrah Fawcett girl.
Yes,
First of
I
Yes,
am.
she
all,
is, girl. Look at that smile. See, that's why Monto Now cannot stay away. I know it.
I was wondering. I said I'm gonna have to be careful how I speak to Mr. Debonair. I'm gonna just have to give him a wave. I was giving him a
Girl, that's
thumbs up.
Montour. Look, he
Uh-uh.
changed his name. He changed his name, girl. It's no longer Mr. Debonair. It's Montour Debonair.
Oh, so we speak French now? We speak
Yes.
French.
Oh, yes, we do.
I heard France was the place for love, so I guess
It
I'm gonna have to stop
That's
saying,
right.
ooh. All right, I'm gonna just give him a wave, Andrea. That's all, okay? I'm just gonna let you know.
Oh my God,
Um,
you guys, come on. He's a good person and everything.
Oh,
But
I know that. You let me tell you something. I get nothing but good vibes from Montour Debonair. That's all I get from him. Nothing but good vibes.
I just want you to know that since you changed your picture, he changed his name. I'm gonna have to change my little emojis that come along with my greeting. I don't want you to
Girl,
think nothing, okay?
Oh my God.
I noticed that yesterday, girl. I
Oh
noticed
my
that
God.
yesterday.
And you know what?
Really?
Hey,
Yes.
Lana.
And you know who helped me get change this picture? Okay, I'm gonna keep it 100. When Tracy was over there acting a fool and couldn't do shit, I was like, Mr. Debonair, can you help me? I said, because I don't want to be like Tracy. I want everybody laughing at me. I can't do it. He was like, Dre, I'm gonna walk you through it. And he helped me change my photo. I was like, that's awesome, about baby.
Mm. I'm
Girl.
telling you.
He helped me change my phone. I was so proud of myself. I was like, I'm confused. I got an iPhone. I'm confused. My kids always help me. He's like, Dre, I'll walk you through it. Because I said, I don't want to be like Tracy, okay? No.
Girl,
But he
send up
walked.
there your picture. Look, send up there your picture upside down.
Yes. But I have some good news to tell you guys. My brother is going back to work on Wednesday.
Oh, yes.
Yes. He's going back to work on Wednesday.
All
Now
right.
listen now. Is he comfortable with going back to work on Wednesday?
He's comfortable, but he said he's comfortable. The doctor did tell him to take more vitamin C. He has a touch of diabetes, so they told him he gotta eat better. And the doctor did tell him the next wave of this COVID is coming bad in the wintertime.
Yeah.
That's what the doctor told him. So
Yeah, that's what we've been put on red alert for that too.
yeah.
Andrea,
Yes, ma'am.
can I check? Let me give you two more things. I'm not his doctor or whatever, but let me give you two more things because he is a diabetic. Make sure he takes what is called dandelion root. That helps the liver. It also helps you to release water. Also, another thing that's good for diabetics is this thing called piedra. Chunka piedra. That also helps with the gallbladder and it helps the liver. Both of those function well. So it'll keep it going. And high levels of vitamin C is correct. I had that on my channel. I gave some things to get, but
You
if
did.
he's
I
gonna take
heard that. I
vitamins,
heard that video, Coco. I heard
Okay,
that.
yeah.
Coco, put it in the chat because my daddy
Okay,
is a
I sure will,
diabetic
bro.
too. My daddy
I'll
is
do
about.
that.
Oh, I've got to tell you, Bama girl, I was able to see my daddy over the weekend and took up his mask and his thing.
Yay!
And do you know what?
Yes.
I see him Friday, and I was crying. It was happy tears, but I remembered something because of you and your daddy. Bama girl.
Oh,
It's because of you and your daddy. Made me see my daddy and not hug him, but talk to him. And me and my dad, we go round and round. But at the same time, I have to remember that he is my only parent who's living. So I should check up on him
yes.
more. And
Yes,
so
yes, you do.
when
Amen.
I seen you and your dad, it made me feel like I need to. Me and my dad FaceTime every day now.
Oh, girl, that's girl, child, please. That
So
child.
I want to
That's
say
my
thank.
baby there.
So I want to say thank you because that helped me see
Mhm.
in a different light. So you are the light in my life that made me see my daddy in a different light.
Oh, you're welcome, Queen. No problem, honey. Let me tell you that man right there. If I could pick him up, hmm.
Because
And one thing about him, I can't take anything from him. I am a daddy's girl. Everybody knows it. But it's how he raised me. that I can appreciate them. I couldn't appreciate it then, but I could definitely appreciate them now.
Yeah, me too. That's what that's what my dad is. My dad is a hardworking man. He's a strong man. He don't show emotion. And I was telling my sister, my mom was willing to hold everybody together. And even though my dad has not been the emotional person that I need now that she's gone, he's still my dad. He's still the man that I love. And he's the first man that I love. So I'm more to and I took him some money and I told him he got my brother and his 5 kids living at his house and I ain't happy about that. But I told my dad this money is for you and not nobody at your house. So spend time with yourself. So I was happy. I was happy as a daughter to help my dad get what he needed.
Child, you know he is not gonna do that.
I know.
Let me tell you something about my daddy. My daddy will ask, baby, did you put me a package in the account? I said, Daddy, do I ever not put a package in your account? See, that's my daddy. See, that's my daddy right there. He will call each and every one of us. Did you put a package in the account? What are you doing with all these packages, sir? Well, baby, you know how I feel about you. I'd rather have it than I need it. Need it, not have it. Yeah, he will let. My dad has the biggest heart on the planet. He will give out money. I don't care how many people come past the house. Rev, can I mow your yard? Rev, can I wash your truck? Can I wash your car? Can I do something around to the shop? Can I do something down at your other shop for a couple dollars? Daddy has the biggest heart, and so they hate when I'm home.
Well, I mean, me and my dad.
Because I don't open the door and I don't answer the phone.
My dad told me he wanted to date now, and I was upset with him. Yeah, I was mad as hell.
Girl, if let me tell you, girl, if something happened to my mom, and my dad even said that he wanted to date, he could say it. He a grown man. That man, look, he was grown way before I was born. So at the end of the day, okay, that's cute. And I'm gonna find out who she is. I don't have to tell him. I don't have to tell him what he's not gonna do because he's a grown man. But I can definitely tell her.
I had an older friend who's like my mom's age, and she'd be like a second mom to me. And when I had the conversation with her, I told her I was very upset that my dad wanted to. My mom hadn't even been dead, not even like 9 months. And I told her my dad told me he wants to find a girlfriend. And my stepmom said to me, she's like a stepmom to me. She said to me that most women, when women die and they have a husband left, they really want to find somebody. And is it more powerful that my dad be alone and then don't have nobody, or is it more powerful to see my dad happy in his later years?
So now taking your feelings out of it, let him be happy in his latter years.
So can I say something?
Sure, go ahead, no problem.
Okay, because I'm a dolphin shark. Okay. So part of it is like, okay, so they deserve to be happy and have fun and have somebody love on them, kiki with them, be a companion. But I want to let that next person know that if they decide to get married or whatever, that they are not the heirs to the throne. You put everything in a trust and you reroute that money and you reroute the resources, and that person will not, I repeat, that person will not have access to what your mom and your dad had established.
Right.
Because certain state laws will say whoever your new wife is and all that new whoever, that they get everything if something were to happen to them. They get nothing. They get nothing except for whatever you've acquired when y'all were together. And I
go ahead, babe.
That's how I think. I want you to be happy. Wonderful, wonderful. That's beautiful. Companionship is all that. Yes, indeedy. And I want that person to be there for you, with you, because of companionship and not what they can get from you.
And that was my concern. That was my concern. My mom and my dad work. They got a house, they own things, and I just don't want some next random chick to come in there, taking my mama's stuff. I ain't feeling that. So, but my dad, when I went over to his house, he looked a little lonely. He looked lonely. He told me he needs somebody to cook and clean, and I guess my mom did all that for him. So it just made me sad to realize that he doesn't have nobody, and I was just thinking don't want to be I'm not interested in being having no stepmom, to tell you the truth. But my dad, if that's gonna make him happy and have a companion, who am I?
Right.
Who am I to say? But I did talk to my brothers and sisters about if my dad do get a woman, because I do want, because my daddy, I feel like my daddy, if he gets a woman, he gonna be different. It's a new way in dating in this day and age. Women want you to buy them things. They want you to buy them purses, shoes, and cars and stuff. And I'm like, not my daddy.
You ain't going. You ain't going, Andrea.
Nah, where you been, boo boo? I'm just saying, I don't want a woman to take advantage of him. Because he is established, got his own business. That's my fear, that a woman's gonna take advantage of him.
Well, there's ways in which to handle that. I just told you, get a trust.
Okay.
And yes, check into it. The business should go under trust, and you get a chance to you be the trustee. Y'all manage your business affairs accordingly. She can get something from it, but because she's spending time with him, and she should probably get something for spending time with him. However, she's not gonna get 100. Don't say that. Don't look like that, Bama girl. Listen, she does. I would think that the lady would deserve something for the companionship.
Okay. Well, if she cooking and cleaning, you how you determine how much she should receive is how much whatever the going rate is for a
Don't do it.
housekeeper.
You see what I'm saying? You know what? This is why we cannot do this.
That's how that would work.
Now, why is she just a housekeeper? She can be a domestic engineer.
Okay, you're right. Domestic engineer, same thing. Housekeeper.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's how I feel.
That
too.
companionship. What about the companionship? The companionship, the housekeeping.
Don't get that for that. That's voluntary.
Yeah.
What? No, it's not.
That's voluntary. She don't have to be there.
But then what would the point of her be? You know what? I'm not going there. I'm not.
Girl,
So
John,
okay,
TC, I
got a question for you, TC. I love you to death, TC. But I got a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Reverse the situation. What if it's you and your wife and you ended up passing and she finds somebody else? How would you feel in your money and stuff?
Well, I wouldn't be able to be here to do anything about it. Howsoever, I would want for her to always be taken care of, so that if she decided that she wanted to have companionship, that it would be because she wanted companionship, because she wanted it, not because she had to have it to pay bills or whatever the case may be. When when I transition, I'm gonna make sure that my business is handled for her. If I'm the one that goes first, my mother, her, and her daughter get it. Okay. And if they decide that they want to have folly, foulala, what, boule, coucher avec, whatever, they do it because they wanted to, not because they had to. You know what I'm saying? Now understand that I will be, me and the angels, Angel Raphael and Gabrielle and Michael are all going to be intercepting some money if there's some bull crap going down, because I will be in the midst. Don't get it twisted. boom, stick 'em. Because
I'm just saying.
Bama girls gonna mummify me. I'm gonna be around, so don't get twisted.
Girl, we
Okay.
already talked about that.
Yeah, well, I'm
Okay.
changing it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see you. I see you, TC. I see you, girl. Okay.
you know, yeah.
And
And
you sure do represent North Carolina. How come North Carolina is so fun? You so fun in North Carolina? Because that's my hometown too. I'm a Tar Heel for life.
oh my stars, my mother is from North Carolina. I was raised and reared in North Carolina. When I drive down to North Carolina, when I get to the state line, it is a party. The state troopers meet me there,
My
and
mom and dad.
yes, baby
My
girl, they
mom,
usher me right in there.
my mom and dad are born and raised North Carolina. Burlington, North Carolina is our hometown.
Oh my stars,
Girl.
outside of Greensboro. Okay.
Yes. Burlington, North Carolina is my hometown.
Oh, boo, kitty.
And
Yes, honey.
I go home every summer. I can't make it this summer because I don't know about the COVID, but I go home every summer to the family reunion.
So this is for Bama girl too, Andrea. Have you ever been to an A&T or North Carolina A&T State University homecoming?
I was on my way and we had a breakdown and I missed it. The first one I was gonna go. My friend came out from Atlanta and we was going to the homecoming and we didn't make it. But I missed it. That was my first one because I was so excited to go because I've never been to one and they tell me it's off the chain.
It's the only homecoming on earth. It's the greatest homecoming on earth. Yes, it is. And I guess it's better to show you than to talk about it. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So Andrea, we will invite the imposters to the real deal Holyfield. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Yes, I'm a Tar Heel for life. Okay?
So are you saying that the Magic City Classic is trash?
So negative. I would never say that. Oh, Magic City Classic is magic. It's magical. It is absolutely awesome, and it's a tradition. Absolutely. Right.
Yes. But it is something.
I wasn't feeling that right then.
But it's something different about the people down south than the northerns, because people down south, they know how to party. They know how to the bands are off the chain. You ain't never seen them like this. You can't see them in California. They're off the chain down south.
They are.
They're amazing. It's something to it. However, it's our homecoming. So here's the thing: the classic is one thing. So the classics are usually battles between various schools that are rivals, right? But the homecoming. So this is specifically.
Oh, now the homecoming. Yeah, that's different. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's all. So yeah, the A&T's homecoming is very unique. It's very different. And you know how I feel about North Carolina A&T. Anybody mess with North Carolina A&T, it's on and popping. And we're gonna have major issues. But that's a whole nother topic. But all the classics are wonderful, and I love to see the various schools and the rivals and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful,
right?
It's beautiful.
Hey, real mamas.
I'll tell you. That's why I'm so connected to you and Bama girl, because y'all. Every time I talk to you guys remind me of home. Home is North Carolina to me, and y'all remind me of the South. That's why I feel like I'm kindred spirit with y'all. Yeah, my sisters. We kindred spirit because I'm from the South.
Ditto.
Well, one thing about it, I'll see you in July.
Yes, we
will. The Phi Classic. Is it the Phi-cation Classic now?
It is now. It's gonna be the Phi-cation Classic.
Yes. Because folks, folks is telling me it ain't gonna be happening. Worried about how we spend our money, where we spend our money to. I'm like, if you didn't pay for it, why you worried about it?
Girl, I don't know.
I just don't get it. If you didn't pay for no vacation, why you making videos? Why you commentating on it? If you ain't going, why you worried about it?
How about that?
Always worried about a child. And then I got sent a little clip saying, yeah, they keep blowing it up to be this big event, but wait until after the event. That's when everything's gonna come out. Child.
Uh,
Mm. See, I'm grown. I go on vacation with my girls, and we don't need to sign on NDA or honey. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happened on our vacation stays on our vacation. Okay, because we
Okay.
grown people. That's what we do. I'm just saying. I'm grown, and
That's what
when I
grown
go
folks
on
gonna do,
vacation,
girl.
and when I go on vacation, I don't taste no snitches. Okay,
Okay.
I know who I go on vacation with because I know we know how to be keeping our mouth shut. Girl, what you do over there, that's your business. I'm not
that's
worried
right.
about it. You feel me?
Grown folk business, right?
Grown folks'
Grown
business.
folks business.
I just wanted to say hi to Miss B Town Hester. Hey, and
Yes, I
thank
see
you.
her talking about them Aggies.
Ow!
Yeah.
And Dina, thank you, Dina. And John, you right. You right. Homecoming FAMU BCC. That's right. And Miss
Yeah.
Tabitha, South Carolina, always oh man, South Carolina, and oh my goodness, it's amazing. But I can't. The Aggies, I see you, Miss B Town. Yes, oh my stars. This spot, Vacation Classic. This
Mm-hmm.
y'all need to put that
Hashtag Fight Classic Classic.
Okay. Okay.
hashtag Vacation Classic.
Classic. Okay. I'm
Just
so excited to
right.
come. I can't wait to meet Bama Girl, Real Mamas. I'm so excited to meet these people.
Yes.
I just can't wait. It's gonna be so lit. Lit.
Y'all should have one day. Y'all should have one day where that y'all could wear like y'all college, regardless of what it is, or maybe they want to do it or not. Your college T-shirt or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just
I think there is one event where we wear all the Babe Nation t-shirts.
Yes, I believe. Yeah, we were.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
and I got a special one, special made for me. She said.
Oh, okay. Y'all
Hella
getting ready to get crunk.
Okay, it's gonna be lit. I just can't wait to go. I'm excited. And I need
God
a vacation.
is good. Yes,
I need a vacation.
y'all
I ain't
love
gonna
it.
lie. I need a vacation. Cause honey,
Well, one thing about it, girl, we could all use a few days off, honey.
Thank you. Bama girl, how you doing with the COVID and everything?
Girl,
They keep you out there working still hard?
yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, it is. How many
It is.
funerals?
I mean,
How many funerals you doing a day now? How many funerals you doing a day?
it depends on how many. Normally I don't try to do more than 2
Mm-hmm.
because I do a lot of the embalming.
Okay.
So I try to not do more services than 2.
Okay. Did y'all
Yeah.
happen to see them people in Chicago, 1,000 people gathered in a place and had a party, full on party?
I heard about it, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I heard about it too.
I mean, I was at Baskin Robbins today getting my kids some ice cream. We all had masks on and gloves, and the other people didn't have none. So I'm just thinking, okay, I'm wearing a mask and glove. My kids are wearing masks and gloves, but some of these people ain't wearing none. What is their problem?
Well, I thought that there was a law. I thought that there was, because in Pennsylvania, if you don't have a mask on, and if you don't have a mask on, and they will not serve you.
Well,
really?
It's a law.
Well, it must be. The governor said that everybody supposed to wear masks in California. So we had Baskin Robbins. We get some ice cream because I told the kids I get the ice cream for them today. We had Baskin Robbins. We got masks, gloves on, and these people, this Caucasian men came there with brand new trucks. I said, "Don't y'all got mortgages and bills to pay? Or are you trying to die early?" I'm just asking. Because I'm just asking because I mean, I'm protecting me and mine, and then you ain't protecting yours.
No.
And then I'm telling my kids, don't touch nothing. Don't put your hands yourself. Hold your stick. I'm like, it is ridiculous out here. I'm like, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go home.
Wow.
If I'm the one doing it and the other people not doing it, it's ridiculous.
Right.
That's true. But that young lady told me she told me the other day I was trying to get me some cheese puffs. I was trying to steal because on the weekend I cheat, because I can. And I was getting me some crunchy Cheetos,
Mhm.
and the lady told me, because I had just walked in there and I forgot about the mask. No, we can't serve you. It's a law. We can't. I was like, wow, okay, wonderful. This is great. I didn't need the damn Cheetos in the first place. I'm
She
good.
said I needed Cheetos in the way.
I know, because I know if I eat them, you know how it is. So, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just saying, if I'm protecting my kids, don't you think you should protect you? It's like, I mean, I think we either we giving mixed signals, or we not, and us as Black people not telling each other the social distance. Even when I was at my girlfriend's house, we was 10 feet away. We was in her front yard. We had a drink. The kids are out playing, running around. But it's like it was only like 5 of us. But the thing is, if we're social distancing, can y'all social distance too?
Mm.
I don't know. I just think
Yeah,
it's
that would be
miscommunication.
nice. Yeah, that would be nice if folks would just follow the follow the letter, of the law, but it doesn't happen that way, unfortunately.
And now
Yeah.
they finna open these states back up. I'm still, even though they finna open back up, me and my kids are still staying at home.
Oh, me too.
I'm not
Good
going
night,
out.
Miss Dina. Miss
I'm
Dina,
not going to
Jersey
no
Thank
Queen.
you, Zena. Good night, baby.
I'm not going to no parties. I'm not going to no beaches. Even though they open up a state, I'm still staying at home because
Yeah.
Absolutely.
you don't know how this is spreading.
Exactly. I mean, you still have I mean, they're not taking you out of your house, like coming with a billy club and they're going to pull you out by your hair. You stay behind home. You keep doing
Mhm.
what you've been doing. And
That's right.
I mean, of course you want to go out because you got to get, groceries or whatever, extremely, essential things. But yeah, don't deviate from prevention. Because an
Mhm.
ounce of
Right.
prevention, what do they say? An ounce of prevention is worth a
It's worth a
pound of
pound of
cure.
cure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, and
And
my
they
and my
can,
and my
mhm.
girlfriend, she called me. She's like my hairdresser. She said, "Dre, you come get a new wig, girl? Is you crazy? No, I'm staying at home. I wear wigs. I got wigs. Thank you."
Okay. Thank you.
I said, I said no, baby. When they said that COVID is ended, I come and get a new wig, okay?
Right.
But even my kids, I want to take them to the barbershop and get their hair done. So actually, I took them to my girlfriend's house, who's a germophobic, and I know her house is spotless. She cut all the boys' hair off. We did shave all their hair off because I'm not taking them to the barbershop. We just cut all their hair up in the backyard. So I mean, boys and I braided my girl's hair up. So
Okay.
we gonna have to learn how. She goes. My son said, "Mom, you didn't line it up right." Oh well, I ain't a barber. I'm just gonna do the best I can.
Right.
He
You
said you
know.
didn't line it up right. You
He
know
said,
what? That ain't right.
yeah,
That is
Like
so
you a
wrong.
licensed barber.
yeah. I said, I'm doing the best I can right now. This COVID, and my little boys. I got a Caucasian little boy, and I got a Mexican little boy. I just shaved all the hair off. I said, let's start all over. It's summertime. Shoot, it's gonna get hot anyway.
What?
Yeah. They say it's good, Miss Andrea. We cool with it. I said, okay, baby. So my son, my
Well,
son,
yeah.
my son said, "Mama, you didn't line it up right." I said, "Look at here. I am not a barber, but I'm doing the best I can."
That's right. There you go. All right.
Mhm.
Respect that.
Yeah. So my little boy looked at himself in the mirror. They was like, "Oh, Miss Andrea, it's tight. You did a good job." I said, "Oh, thank you, baby."
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah.
Stroking your ego.
Yeah, yes, they spoke about ego. And then they was like, "Can you take a picture and send it to our mom?" I said, "You sure can, baby. We're gonna take a picture and send it to your mom." Because they
Mm,
haven't they
Oh,
haven't
mm, mm.
good.
visit. They haven't visit. They have not visit in almost 2 months now. My kids are getting antsy for not visiting no parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're the little ones, and that's why like when you said do a job that you passionate is, I love taking care of kids, and
Right.
I love taking care of kids, and I love taking care of older people. I am so passionate with that. So
Oh,
I
good.
Oh,
love
wow.
I love taking care. But somebody asked me, my therapist asked me, who's taking care of me, and I said, when I go to vacation, I'm gonna take care of me.
Right. We
She-
got you, baby. Don't worry about it. We got you.
yeah, she said that's what my therapist asked me. Because she knew that this homeschooling, my anxiety and my depression is a little bit up because I'm used to spending time with myself, going to the gym, doing things with myself. And now I'm a full-time mom, I'm a full-time teacher. So she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Hell no, I'm mad, I'm angry half of the time. This,
Right.
this shit is hard." And she was like, "Well, who's taking care of you?" I said that what I'm holding on to, Jesus, is making it to 5K. That's my prayer. Jesus, let us make the 5K because I need this break.
You told her about vacation.
Yeah, I told my therapist everything. I have an African American therapist, and I wanted somebody who looked like me, know what I be going through, and I love my therapist. She called me once a week. We have video chat now. Now that we're not in the office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's nice. That's
because
nice.
the kids be in school when I go to therapy, and so now that they shut everything down, we still have video chat. I be like, I need to talk to you for a few minutes. Shoot, I need to vent my anger and frustration at what's going on over here. And I told her about my YouTube friends. I told her how I met some beautiful people on YouTube. So did.
Oh, okay.
I keep it 100 with my therapist, and she have made me be a better communicator too. She have showed me how to communicate too. Even when me and my best friend had a tumultuous relationship, and she showed me how to communicate with her when she do things that I don't like. So my therapist had helped me better communicate with my best friend, my ex-husband, my parents, and so I appreciate her with that because I had a lot of hurt and things that I was going through.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, see, that's a good therapist then.
Oh yeah, and the African American one too. Oh yeah, yeah.
Good.
So that's the best you can do. You can be a better you, and I learned that from you guys too. Cause TC, I think you remind me of my auntie.
Thank
Yeah,
you. I appreciate that.
you remind me of my auntie. I call my aunt all the time, but you remind me of my auntie. She always give me encouraging words, and that's why
Oh,
I
that's
like.
nice.
That's why I like you and Bama. Y'all like
Thank you.
when I talk to you guys remind me of home, the South. You know, I live in Cali,
Right.
but they don't understand that connection of the South, the structure. Because my mom and dad are born and raised in North Carolina, and they
I
understand the
know that's
structure, the
right.
hardworking man, the hardworking woman, taking care of their
That's right.
family. The South understands that. Us
Right.
in the California way, they don't understand it as deeply as it's embedded in us.
Right. It is different. It's a different energy
Yeah.
out there in California.
Hmm.
But you have a very nice you have a passionate energy about you. You're upbeat and that's nice.
Oh yeah,
Um
yeah.
yeah, and your love for your children, you can hear it. It's genuine and is very much there.
Oh
And your
yeah.
love for your dad, you can hear it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I called real
Definitely.
mama. I called real mama. She was like, well, "What's wrong, sis?" I was like, My dad. It was just so nice to talk to him and so nice. It was
Hmm.
happy tears." She was like, "Oh, you?" I was like, "These are happy tears." Like my dad is like me and my dad. We don't have the tough emotional relationship because he didn't agree with everything I did in life. But at the same time,
Okay.
is at the same because he didn't like who I married. Because at the same time, is I wanted to be free from them. I wanted to do my own thing, and I wanted
Okay.
control. I wanted control. They wanted control too, but I wanted control. And so I feel like my dad look at me and he's a proud man. He's like, look at my daughter. She working her behind now. She taking care of people's kids. And
That's right.
he told me the other day. He said, out of all my kids, I'm so proud of you, his
Oh,
daughter. Yeah.
see,
So I'm
there
like,
you go.
yeah. So you know,
It is nice to hear that. It's really nice.
yes, yes.
Oh
Because you
man.
know, always nice to hear you. My mom, we didn't we made up, but it was never the same. But I still miss
Hmm.
her to this day.
Of course. Of
I still
course.
miss her to this day. But yeah. But what happened to Bama girl? She gone?
I think maybe she froze. I saw her when she froze up.
Oh, okay.
But she But yeah, oh my stars, Burlington. Oh my goodness, family. I have family all in and around through there.
Yes.
And that whole area has changed because you would have to go through, okay, Burlington and then
Hall
Greensboro and
River.
then,
First, you got to go to
right,
Hall River is where my aunts live. They live in Hall River. Yes.
gotcha.
Yes.
And so, and then my family you go towards like 420 or 421,
Hmm.
um, into Siler City, and all that kind of good stuff.
Okay. And then
But yes,
my cousins live in Greensboro. So yeah, my cousins they live
oh
in Greensboro.
yes,
Yeah. So
oh
yeah.
okay,
Yeah. So yeah, that's my home. I'm a Tar Heel for life. But when the North Carolina Tar Heel win the championship, I'm a Tar Heel.
you right there.
That's why I love March Madness. I had baby through March Madness. My son is born March 15th. I had baby through March Madness because I love March Madness. Okay, when the Tar
Right.
Heels play, and I love that
Hmm.
Luther Vandross song at the end. I was like, you cannot miss March Madness. That song got to play at the end. You know that's March Madness.
And you know what? It seems like always, for the past 40 years, that there's always been a North Carolina team or two
Yes.
that
Mm-hmm.
always makes it up to at least the top, the top playoffs of
The
some.
top playoffs. Yes, you got
Yes,
Duke. You got Duke. I mean, you got Duke. They always say that all the pretty
right,
boys go to Duke. all the pretty boys
right.
go to Duke. You got North Carolina. You got North Carolina State. It's so
Yes,
many. And so many, so many.
exactly.
Yeah, but
Beautiful.
yeah, but it's beautiful. But yes, so that's why I was like, I didn't know TC's from North Carolina. I was like, she always talk about and when you go home, you see them green leaves, all them green trees. Oh my God.
Of course. Well, see,
Yes.
my mother's from North Carolina, and I was raised in North Carolina. I'm from Brooklyn.
Oh, okay. See,
From
my mom.
Brooklyn, but of course, in the summers and every holiday, we were always going down south. So,
Oh, okay. My mom and dad are born and raised there, but I was born there, but I didn't. They didn't raise me there. My dad moved around a lot, so we only go.
okay,
I don't get to go home, so I was never raised there. But I go home all the time, and I spend like 2 or 3 days with my grandmother. 7 days with my grandmother, and I took my kids with her. They were babies. They visit my grandmother.
oh wow, really?
Yeah.
It's changed. It's changed drastically. It really is definitely different. So,
Yes, it's definitely different. It's
ooh,
definitely that's what happened when I went to visit. I went to visit my cousin. He was in the federal penitentiary in South Carolina, and they lost my luggage, and I had to go to the Dollar General to get an outfit to go to the prison.
right.
I told I was so bad with my aunt, but it was my favorite cousin, so that's why I went to visit him. It was my favorite cousin. So,
Oh wow.
but I was like, this is that ghetto. I said, Auntie, this is ghetto. See, we don't have this out in California. She was like, baby, it's just down here. I'm like, y'all need to get away from here, okay?
And now you want
But
to go back?
I would love to buy a property down there, but I will only go to North Carolina in the summertime. I hate the wintertime there. I don't like
Of
the wintertime
course.
there. I love it
Right.
summertime. So I told my aunt I might buy a condo or something. But Charlotte is really grown up. Charlotte has.
Yes, it has. It is.
Charlotte reminds me of like Sacramento. Charlotte does. So
Okay.
it's really grown up. Charlotte has really grown up. It don't got better. I just feel it. Some of the older towns they not fixing up like it is in Charlotte.
Yeah, I mean Charlotte I mean it's incredible, the new building, the housing
Hmm.
developments. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
yeah. But I feel like they should be if they fixing Charlotte, they should come on down to North Carolina and fix some stuff down there now. Come on and fix some stuff down there.
Yeah, there's some other parts of North Carolina that definitely need fixing, but I hope that they just can balance out the housing and all that good stuff and keep the landscape. They need the trees. They need that. Yeah,
Yes, yes, yeah, they do.
we still need to keep some of that because the infrastructure. You need to keep that.
Yes, yes, yes. It do. They do. But yes,
North Carolina
but
is a beautiful state. It is absolutely a beautiful state.
oh yeah, my grandmama My mama bought a house. All their houses on the same. All their houses are in rows. My mama's
Right.
house, my grandmama's house, and my aunt's house. So all the three houses are right there together. They are my mama sold my house to her house to my grandmama, but they all own them three houses.
There you go. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
But my mom, my dad is my mom's second husband, but her first husband died in a car accident. So she was able to buy to build that house. So when my dad got married and they left, they sold a house to my grandmother. So she kept all them houses in a row. So the family owns all them houses.
See, ooh, I love it. That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yes. So when I go home, I can stay at my mom's house, and I can remember how the house. I have memory and how the houses look, and we keep them in order and everything.
That's right. Try to keep it up. That's
even though
good.
my grandma is no more living, but we keep them in order because we don't want nobody else to buy them houses. We don't want nobody else to take them.
That's
So
right.
That's why it's family.
Yeah. Miss B Town says, yeah, it has changed. Miss B Town North Carolina definitely has changed. It still has its flavor about it. If you go in a certain like the smaller areas, it still has its little flavor. But then there's like the Charlottes that are just woo. You're like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
A lot of interesting people there. Very much. I love it. And, Allie is from North Carolina.
And the food, I love to go home and
Oh.
ask my auntie to buy me make me banana pudding, okay?
Oh my goodness. This is where I gotta go get my peach cobbler.
Okay.
Because my cousin makes a peach cobbler. And I don't care. And I don't care. And I want my vanilla ice cream. There's no way that you're gonna have peach cobbler and not have vanilla ice cream warmed up and it's nice and drip, 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 drip. That's how it's supposed to be.
Oh well, I'll be asking Auntie, make me a banana pudding and make sure you cook it the meringue on top of it. I don't like this new stuff. Hey, make banana pudding. This ain't on the real banana pudding.
Oh yes, absolutely. Okay, I love that banana pudding.
Mm-hmm. Make sure the meringue is on top of it. Okay. My girlfriend said, "Well, Dre, I know how to make a new banana pudding with some new cookies." I was like, "Oh no,
new cookies."
She's like, "Yeah, these different cookies." She's like, "I said, honey, that's not a banana pudding.
That's disrespectful. She better put some of them Nilla wafers on there and call it a day."
I told her, I said, "Honey, y'all, that's a new generation banana pudding. I want it from the old school way."
Somebody put these new vanilla wafer cookies or whatever. I was like, this is nasty.
Okay.
I don't even want this no more ever again. I don't want
Yeah, I was like, I said, I don't like that. That's nasty. That's not banana pudding. Y'all don't know how, that's the new way of banana pudding. No, I don't eat that way.
But
yeah.
Amazing. Where's Bama Girl? What's she doing?
Did her computer get is she coming back?
She might be. Oh yeah, Allie said her job took her to North Kakalaki. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Anthony, yeah, it's not hard. Oh, okay, John saying he's gonna get a therapist too. That's right. Go, yes, yes. Go, everybody, go get one.
Shoot, we all need to talk to somebody about it. A neutral, somebody don't, give us a different point of view.
Right, non-judgment zone. Somebody. Yes. Go ahead, John. I know that's right.
Shoot, they the best to have.
I just made a big fan of what? So you know what? You need to stop playing right now, Miss DVD. A big fan of Apple Crisp. So she not right. Now all I could think of is that vanilla ice cream to go along with it. It's over half gone already. Oh my gosh. I know that's right. Oh my God. And I'm lactose intolerant, but I know one thing for certain and two for sure. I pay dearly when I have to eat my my cobblers and all that good stuff, and some ice cream.
I'm a lactose intolerant too, but I sure do have a Mrs. Smith pie and some vanilla ice cream. I'll be eating that Mrs. Smith pie and a couple bowls of ice cream, but I sure do pay for it after too.
No, that's right.
Shoot.
And be eating it like I
Yes,
have to. Mhm.
I try.
Yeah, we all do suffer from PTSD. I know that's right. Hmm, we certainly do. We certainly
Sometimes.
do. And that's why we have to eat those foods, those emotionally charged foods, and
Hmm.
worry about the weight later. But yeah.
You got to eat better.
Hmm. So have you been exercising?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't gain about 20, 20, 30 pounds. I think, I think I've been emotionally eating since my mom passed, and so my doctor told me
Oh, okay.
the other week that I need to lose some weight. I just posted a picture of my old self the other day on my Instagram, and I'm looking at. I was like, I was a fine sister right here. So I said. I'm back on memory lane, and
Okay.
Monday morning, I am walking. Me and my children are walking in the morning, and I'm gonna
Hmm.
get back to my fitness because I have sleep apnea, and so I can't sleep good at night. So I have a problem that my brain don't shut off. I'm always thinking about something like a new adventure, new business, new something, and my brain
Okay.
never shuts off. So I find myself not sleeping as much. And my doctor told me, that could be some of my weight gain problem too. So when I was exercising, when I was at my best fittest, I cut my cable off, and I would go to the gym and work out and watch the cable show at the gym. And so I was fit then, and I cut the cable back on. So I started being lazy, not going to the gym. But now I just think I'm not. I'm more angrier now because I'm not
Mhm.
exercising. I'm spending more time with the children. Normally, I get my peace. I get my own peace of mind. So we're gonna go exercise, me and the kids.
There
So
you
I'm
go.
taking
That's
for a
good.
walk. Yeah, yeah.
Get
I'm
it.
taking for a
Yeah,
walk.
do it together.
Yeah, we're gonna exercise, me and the kid. We got some jump ropes. We're gonna jump some jump ropes, and I'm gonna get this weight off because diabetes. My mom did suffer from diabetes, and I don't want it to happen to me because when she
Okay.
passed, 2 or 3 months before she passed, they had to cut her leg off.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
they had to cut her
Okay.
leg off. So I don't want to put my kids, my two grown adult children, in that situation because it was hard for my brothers and us to see our mom with her leg cut off. It took
Of course.
it took us for a loop. So I don't want to put
Was it
my kid.
above? Was it above the kneecap or below the kneecap?
uh,
Was the cut below the kneecap or above it?
Above the kneecap.
Okay. Wow.
My mom hit her toe, and she
Shit.
didn't actually go to the doctor, and then it started. It cut a hole. They had to clean it out. They did surgery, but finally it got gangrene. They had to cut it off, and so it
Oh,
it was up the leg, so they had to cut the whole thing off. And so
oh,
to watch when I tell you that to watch my daddy break down in that hospital, I mean, I'm telling you, that was the most heartfulest thing I ever went to watch my dad.
of course. Oh my God.
So, um, so
Wow.
and so I found myself being, this COVID didn't help. I'd be ordering pizza and be ordering stuff that I don't need to be eating, and like this weekend, I was ordering stuff to help me lose the weight, help me eat better. This week, I was ordering stuff that I need to help me get back in shape. Because if my adoption go through for my two little ones in July, I want to be around
Hmm.
for them till they turn 18, at least get them to 18. And I have my
Hmm.
my other two kids, my grown kids. So I have a duty to them if I'm gonna be their mama to be healthy and be fit.
There you go. That's right.
Yeah, so
Healthy
I have.
mama. Okay.
Yeah, so I have. I'm taking on raising somebody else's kids. And they're gonna be mine, but if I'm gonna be there, I want them to be around to at least when they get grown. I got to be healthy for myself,
That's true. That's right.
and so
First and foremost.
Yeah. So I've been an emotional eater. And so, my therapist used to ask me, she used to say, "Are you exercising? Are you exercising?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I go to the gym." But now I ain't going to the gym because I don't know how to watch the kids, and I'm not letting anybody come in my house.
Right.
Nobody can come
That's
in my
right.
house. So, so I said Monday I'm gonna take my kids for walking. We're gonna walk a couple miles. We're
Okay.
gonna go to the
That's
park and do
right.
things and do something. And they love it. They love going on an adventure. I call it adventure.
How,
So
okay. That's good.
yeah.
Do
So
y'all
I
y'all could
mean,
play ball? You have a ball or something? Y'all could,
we
maybe
got we
play.
got basketball, we got football, we got a soccer ball. So I told them we gonna just go and walk and walk around the track, and just walk around the track and it helps me exercise, help me get fit, and Miss Andrea need to be fit more because I knew that I gained a little weight when I barely can go up and down the stairs and tie my tennis shoe. I was like, oh no, it's too
Oh
much,
no.
too
Right.
much,
Oh
too
no. Right,
much.
right, right,
I was
right.
like, this is too much. I'm carrying too much. I'm carrying too much. So, but
Mm.
but yeah. So yeah. So that's why try to keep my mind and stuff like
Right.
this right here. This puts more pressure on me to teach my kids. That's why I said when the kids go back to school, I'm gonna appreciate my kids' teachers. Now, my girlfriend,
Right.
she's always in there on like holidays, making cookies, sending little treats for the teachers. I'm like, girl, why are you doing that? But now
Mm-hmm.
I know why she's doing it because she appreciates her kids' teachers. I need to show a little more appreciation for the teachers, and they need to get more money. Okay,
Yes.
if you want to be on the front lines, what we need to do as parents, band together and fight for our teachers to get more money.
That's right. Very
Because
much.
this right here, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
I got my degree in early childhood education, but I sure didn't get my
Okay.
degree in teaching.
And it's a lot. You got to teach somebody. Oh no, no,
Yeah,
ma'am, no sir,
yeah,
no
yeah,
ma'am.
yeah. I said I got 4 kids I'm teaching, so I'm like I feel like when this COVID gets over, I feel like us as a parent who been racking their brain trying to teach their kids, let's fight for the teachers to get more money. Okay,
There you go. Thank you.
let's fight for the teachers to get more money, and if we do that, we can show our appreciation how we hate homeschooling. Because I'll be the first one online saying I hate homeschooling. Let me have a picket. I'll help you.
And it's
Cause
nothing like them getting that socialization, being in school, being with other children. It's something to say about it. It is.
yeah,
But
I'm doing
I wanted.
I'm doing more therapy sessions because the kids gotta be on Zoom with a teacher, with a
Okay.
counseling, because when the counseling my kids got counseling, and then I have an iPhone, so they have Zoom. They can talk to their counselor in their room and on the phone, and she can see them. But this is a lot. My iPhone is tied up. My other phone is tied up. My friend said, when do you have a time for yourself? I said, girl, I be on YouTube sneaky while I'm teaching. I be like, this is where I'm getting my peace. This where the beef breakfast is where I get my relief. I need a roast the gag and a kiki because this Zoom and this teaching over here. Oh
Hmm.
yeah.
They
So
serious. They serious about this online stuff. They serious.
yes, yes.
Ooh, they
They
are.
serious. But me and my friends who are foster parents, what we don't like about this, the privacy. We lose privacy now. You know that? We lose our privacy.
For yeah, the
We
parents.
lose yeah, we lose our privacy in our house.
You're right. I totally agree because I
I
think it's disgusting. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't like it. I don't when my kids talking to their teachers, they in one of their bedrooms, as clean as I don't know what. I mean, you're not being all over my house. I'm sorry. I got privacy rights.
And
So
the same thing with I don't know if I would want my child to be zooming into somebody else at their house either. Mm, nah,
I mean, I
especially
mean, I mean, I get what you're saying, but this is the only way. This is the only way. Like my foster daughter, she has a therapist, she has a psychiatrist, she has a wraparound team. She has a lot of stuff that they got to do all these meetings and stuff. So this is the way my kids, they get visits with their parents. They have to FaceTime. So it's court ordered. So if it's court ordered, we still have to abide by the court order.
That's true. You're right. You're absolutely right.
So, but
It's the only way we do it.
me and my friends do find that we're losing our privacy, and that's what I don't like, because they're in our house.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, how about that? Now we losing privacy. I'm like, I like to have my privacy. The kids go to school. They come home, but now that it's Zoom and it's teaching, you're in our house. So my girlfriend, my girlfriend made her formal dining room a classroom.
Okay. That's smart.
She turned her whole. She said, if the teacher's gonna be in my house, they're gonna be in this classroom. She turned her whole dining room into a classroom. She ordered some desks. And I was like, when I moved to my new place, because to me this COVID is come back hard. These schools might be shutting down in the wintertime. So when I move to my new house, I'm gonna turn one of my rooms into a classroom. So that would be, we'll have desks and everything. Because
just one room, but like make it into a classroom, like
make it to the classroom. Yes, one room into a classroom.
Okay.
So when they on the phone with their teachers or anything, they're in the classroom.
That's right. They're in that Zoom. That's right. They're on Zoom in that classroom.
Okay. They're in the classroom, so they won't be all over my house, because I want to protect my privacy too.
I agree.
So
that makes a lot of sense. Didn't think about that.
When my girlfriend turned her whole the whole formal dining room into a classroom, I was like, oh, this is tight. Oh, I like this. She was like, Andrea, these teachers are all up in my house. And so she said, I didn't like it. And so she turned one room into a classroom. And it was tight. The way she got ABCs, the board, everything.
Okay. Being creative. Okay.
Go ahead, she was like, they got Chromebooks, and now when you talk to the teacher, the kids are sitting at the desk. And I was like, do the desks break? She said, girl, I put them together and they will not break. I said, oh, okay. So she was telling me how to do it, because I was complaining about the same thing about the privacy.
Did they give them they gave yours Chromebooks?
Yes, from the school district. From the school district. I picked them up last Wednesday.
Okay, right. We did too. Okay.
Yeah, I picked them up last Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday, and they've been working on their schoolwork. And I have one child, he goes to a non-public school, so his teacher been mailing his work every week to me.
Okay.
So it's new ways. My kids, they're getting that. One of my kids said he liked me teaching him. I was like, for real? I was like, Miss Andrea, I don't like this. He's like, I like you teaching me. He's like, I like being at home. I think you like being at home because he was getting bullied at school. So he liked being at home with me, because he's like, it's cool. We just got a schedule. Now I don't start school until 10 o'clock in the morning. I ain't gonna lie. We sleep in. And I start school at 10.
When are you supposed to start school?
Well, so many people start school at 8 o'clock in the morning, but I'm like, y'all tripping.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
They start school at 8 o'clock in the morning. I said, look, I need some sleep. I need to get it. I need to be waking up about 8:30, 9 o'clock. We start school at 10.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, some of my friends, they started school at 8 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh no, I don't do that. And then one day I got frustrated. I closed down school early. I said, look, I can't do it. I told my agency worker, she's like, Miss Lynch, how are you holding up? Because I know you're not used to kids being at home all day. I said, I'm not. And I said, I closed school down early. Because let's go. I'm like, kids, let's get in the car. Let's go for a ride. Let's listen to the Maxwell. And that's what we did. So, I said, let's get in the car. Let's listen to some Maxwell. We want to feel normal. So we got in the car, and my best friend, she has a big old house, and she was making us masks. So we came in her backyard, and they jumped in a trampoline and everything. So I wanted to
so they have physical education class.
Yeah. So I was like, we want to feel normal, because they know in the car, Miss Andrea plays her Maxwell. She plays all her R&B music. So I was like, let's get in the car, let's listen to the music, and we're gonna go to my friend Kim's house, and we stayed in the backyard. We didn't go in the house, we stayed in the backyard. And they jumped in the trampoline and a tetherball she had, and she had a play area too for the kids. So they played for like 2 hours. and
Wow. Okay.
it was something that they needed because I don't where I live we don't have a backyard yet. It was a duplex, and so it was something the kids needed because they
Right.
we have been in this house so long, and now I'm ordering food to come to the house. It's time for us to get up out of this house. So I
Now
was
let me
like,
ask you a question. Do you have
mhm.
like in the area where you live, do you have like a farm or a zoo or something like that?
Yeah, we have a zoo, but they don't close. We can't go to the zoo. They don't
Can't go
close.
to it now. Yeah.
They closed the state fair. They closed the state fair. They said no state fair this year because I put kids to the state fair. You can't do that this year. What else? And then like 30 miles away, they have a farm named Lodi, but they don't really want anybody on the land because of the social distancing.
Yeah.
So the kids, no, I take
Yeah.
my kids. I take my kids are supposed to go to, like a boardwalk in the beach for spring break. I take my kids somewhere every year for spring break. And this year, one of my little girls, she got good grades because she was lacking in school, but she got good grades because she wanted to go on a vacation for spring break. And now when her report card came, she improved her grades. We can't go nowhere for spring break. We on lockdown.
Oh my. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah. So my kid, like I wasn't financially able to do that for my two grown kids. I wasn't. I was like working three jobs. I'm financially able to take my
Mhm.
kids on spring break every year, and now this is
Okay.
the first year we can't go on spring break.
Wow. Well, you know
Yeah.
what? Yeah, they understand. They
Oh
understand.
yeah. I was like, as soon as this lockdown is over and this virus is over, we're gonna do something. We're gonna go to the zoo. We're gonna do something. We're gonna go to the
That's
music
right.
park. So. And
There
last year
you go.
I took him to Disneyland last year. We went to Disneyland last year.
Oh, okay. Okay, nice.
Yeah, I have a friend. She's a foster mom too. So we plan our vacation together to take our kids. So 'cause,
There you go. There you
it's
go. Right.
it's two people to help, just not one person by themselves.
I know that's right. Oh my God, that would be yeah.
Yeah, so
Woo.
I'm always doing the driving because I'm much younger. She's much older. So she's like, "You drive. I'll be the passenger seat." And she just
That's right.
talking me all the way up there. So yeah,
I'm yeah.
it's fun to do that with people that. It's fun to do it with people who are passionate about what you're passionate about.
It makes it so much easier, and
Yes,
it's better that way. And
y-
everybody has fun at the end of the
yes,
day. Everyone
yes.
does have.
Because I'll
Well,
be honest.
wait a minute. We're gonna have what in the world's going on with Bama?
Yes, I have to
Maybe
see
she
come back.
can't get in, and maybe she needs to get in, and I don't know.
We need to
Wait,
go out, go home. There you go.
maybe we need to go something or do something because it's been a minute.
Yes. Okay, well, we got to shut this down.
Yeah, well,
Good night. Good night, everybody. Bama can't come back. We're
uh,
going to shut it
yeah,
down for her.
yeah, we're gonna have to go. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Andre. Good luck to you, sis.
Okay, good night. Bye bye.
All right. Good night to the chat. Thank you.